welcome to a special edition of Room Full of Blerds. Happy Saturday to those that celebrated. If you're working, I'm really sorry, but sneak into the bathroom and take a look at your phone like everybody else does. So I am your lovely lady, Mandalore, and we're going to get right into it because I think we're going to be talking a lot about this. Let's get into it. I have a gentleman here who hails from the lovely state of Ohio, and his name is Jay Penumbra. If I can find you, Lord Jesus, help make a way. There we go. Hi, how are you? Oh wait, hold on. Let me do the rounds.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm here for it. How you doing?
Production. Yes. Oh, thank you, first of all and foremost, because I will forget I'm really bad at this, but I profusely apologize after it all. Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.
For coming on the show and making time, because time is, a construct, as it were.
Yes, very interesting construct.
Let's get into it. Who is you? Where you been? I have never seen you till like 2 weeks ago. Like, who
be like
is
that.
you?
I must say, I have been floating around the Black Nerd content creation space since like 2016. I started out with my own comic review website. I fell off because the pandemic kind of blew up the comic industry for a little bit. I went into streaming, was just doing stuff on Twitch and YouTube, just like playing games, having a good time. Then when Destiny 2 kind of took a crap, I was like, I'm gonna go back to my first love, which is comics, and that has been the past 6 to 8 months of me just rebuilding a following, just talking about comic books instead of video games, and that's been a great time doing that.
Cool. All right, that was very short. I feel like there's more involved in that. When did you start getting into what is your gateway drug into comics?
Oh, this is always my favorite story to tell people. So I was 6 years old, and my mom used to work for the juvenile hall in town, and the library would gift books to everybody, and they brought in a Batman comic book. My mom, not paying attention, didn't realize that a cult would be a bad word, so she brought home Batman the Cult by Jim Starlin. If you ever read it, it will be very traumatizing to you. Me at 6 years old, just seeing Batman, having watched the animated series, thought it was the shit. But as I'm reading it, I'm slowly becoming traumatized and watching Batman eat rats and be in a sewer and be on drugs. It's very concerning. So then after that, when I took it to my dad's house one day, and he was like, okay, you need to make sure that you have black superheroes to look up to. And my dad just he just works at Chrysler. He didn't know any better. He just went to a comic shop and asked for some black superheroes, and he brought me home Christopher Priest's Captain America and Falcon, and he brought me home the 1995 Black Lightning run, and I just had a ball with that. So, and that's why to this day Sam Wilson and Jefferson Pierce are my favorite superheroes, because that was where I started at.
We're gonna get into this comic good then. Oh, Mr. Pierce, come to the front. Brother. Okay, so I hear tell, because you told me that you're also a journalist. How did you find your way into all of that?
It very much always started as a side gig where I had just got out of college and was just I went for PR and digital media, couldn't afford to finish, but I just wanted to start my own review website, just talk about comic books and have a good time. And I got to a point where DC had started sending me review copies, Marvel started too, a bunch of different publishers, and I did that for about 5 years. And then I started just doing basically just podcasting when it came to just talking about comic books. I started to interview different comic book creators and whatnot. Then the pandemic hit. I even got to a point where Popverse wanted me to write for them, but then my mom passed away, and I was I'm not doing nothing else for a while. So I dove into video game content, started my own Destiny 2 podcast, got noticed by Bungie, and they may be a Bungie creator. I'm supposed to be playing Marathon right now, but I'm too damn busy. So because they were like, hey, you want to make a video or an article about the Marathon thing? And I'm like, not really, because I'm tired, and I'm not as much as I want to play, I'm too tired to play right now. So I've been mostly just podcasting and having more fun talking about comic books again, because this is my passion. This is where I started, and this is where I'm gonna be at.
Yay! I love that for us, because we get all the advanced copies of the movies that y'all are too lazy to read about. Yay! No shade.
I remember I got like an early screener for the Snyder Cut when that was coming out, and I kind of just sat on my couch and was like, "This is a thing."
Yeah.
Like, you gave me Cyborg's origin better, but otherwise, this is just a thing.
Lord, we need to talk like off screen because I have so many thoughts about so many things and all these goddamn movies. Also, Marvel. You're so close. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're so close.
I'm excited to talk to you about Star Wars at some point because, like,
yes.
Like at the same time he gave me Sam and Jeff, he gave me Lando. So like, I've been riding this train for a long time. My dad had me in this.
Oh wait, no, like Lando, original Lando.
You know, like he showed me Empire around the same time he gave me those comic books. So like I've been riding this train for a long time. Like I'm a staunch prequels defender. I'm somebody that will like die on that hill because like the only issue with the prequels was y'all didn't want to watch Law and Order for 5 hours. That's the only issue at the end of the day. Like, tell me I'm wrong. The first movie is just Law and Order. If you can watch Law and Order, you can watch episode 1.
I don't want to agree. Okay, wait. I don't like Law and Order.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. But we're gonna talk Star Wars, y'all. So just be easy. 2 seconds. I had to watch Rebels and the Clone Wars TV animated series. And please, the greatest show in the history of anime. Well, maybe not the history of animation, but really fucking close to it.
Like you gotta understand how like genuinely how frustrating it is when you grew up being a Scooby-Doo fan and hating Freddie Prinze Jr., but then Dave Filoni has your bio-awakening be Kanan Jarrus. Like, you don't understand how frustrating that is.
Oh no, I threw it away. What do you mean? What Scooby-Doo movie? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Just absolutely nope. Completely threw it out of my mind. Dissociated event. It's fine. It was a fever dream. We don't need to talk about that. I do low-key kind of like the Scooby-Doo movies a little bit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them. I love everybody else in that movie except for Freddie Prinze Jr. because when you hear, I get to look at myself naked, I'm like, that's not what we do here.
Oh wait, I gotta run that. I might have to partake in some legal substances now and run that back. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a little bit fun. But bro, Clone Wars, Rebels, and I sat through it. I was like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna sit through all of this, and if it makes me. It did absolutely make me go back and watch the prequels, and I had a complete understanding, and it had a new center in my heart after that. But baby, let me tell you how I spit on them prequels hard before I watched them fucking movies.
Oh, it's fair. It's definitely like if you don't like go in, like if you're not a kid watching Anakin for the first time, you don't fully understand. But then like if you're young, like I was born in 95, so like I'm that dude who very much like it was coming out as I was growing up. So I was there, but then like I had a unique perspective because I would go watch Law and Order with my grandparents. So when everybody would be like so upset about episode 1 and 2, I'm like, bro, this is just Law and Order. Like, why are y'all mad about this? Like, just bring like give me Ice-T and robes. Oh wait, that's just Sam Jackson. Like just like dead ass.
Wait, don't make stuff. No, don't make it. I don't know if it's worse or better for me. Wait, Ice-T in a robe. I could get with it. See, now there's a little bit of Rick and Morty going on in my head. Thinking about that whole situation. I think okay. But yes, we will be talking Star Wars extensively, sir. All right. So.
I'm gonna give you one more little tidbit. If you ever want to treat yourself, like obviously like F Amazon, but if you ever have like an Audible token, or if you can catch like the like audiobook version of Thrawn.
Baby, who you telling? Don't talk to me like I don't read and listen to them.
Well, no, because like a lot of people just read the books, but like not everyone is not everyone is privy to the power of Penguin Random House and them Star Wars audiobooks. No. So like when you listen to Star Wars ASMR, I mean the Thrawn Yeraldo whispering in your ear,
the sound of the ship, just like the nothing of space. Voice actor. Audio drama, baby, forever. You will never tell me that an audiobook is not an actual book. It will immerse you fully. Oh, Oh,
When you hear Mark Thompson just roll his R's in your ear, you're just like, yeah, we're here.
Yes. I love it. No, I'm very much. I have all the physical books, but also all of the audiobooks with him. That man, what is it, Miss whatever he said, love it. I'm like, ooh,
because people be so excited about certain things, and I'm like, nah, because like the way to seduce me is just let Mark Thompson talk to me about art for like 5 hours. Like just like plus like when you listen to Star Wars Last Shot and you hear this like staunch white man sound like Billy D. Williams, you're just like, okay, I'm here for it.
I get it. I understand. I didn't know that I wasn't privy to your game, my good sir. Thank you so much for being selected and brave enough to pull off this fucking part, because bruh, he lives that shit. And he's in the oh no. Oh, I can't think of the name. Anyway. Can't wait for the live action Ahsoka for the that's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
It'll be great.
Yeah. All right. So I hear tell that there is a little comic book that is out. It is all the rage in your local LCSs. It is sold out in many stores across the land.
Yes,
it is. I'm that thrilled, fucking thrilled about.
If you go to DC Infinite right now, it's at the front page like thing right now, because like whenever they do like the Black History Month book or the LGBT Pride Month book, they throw that right on the front page. Like, hey, it's a special edition, so you guys can read it now instead of waiting a month later. Like,
yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Birthday. Thanks. I have a love-hate relationship with DC, mostly hate, but also Marvel could catch it too. Just full disclosure.
I always tell people I'm a bad parent. I love both of my children equally, but I hate them equally as well.
Yeah. You've done great things, but you're also you're about one strike away from going to prison for a whole life sentence. Yeah. They have done something really nice for us, though. Us being the people of colors. We are going to be talking about the new history of the DC universe, the Dakota Incident. So this is the collaborative anthology piece. Is that what we want to call it?
I think it's honestly just a great one shot that reintroduces the Milestone mythos into the DC universe, because ever since I would say 2011 they've been annexed from the DC continuity, because once the New 52 came out and they tried to give us a Static Shock book, specifically Static Shock because they called it Static Shock, and it bombed so hard it was canceled after 8 issues. They kind of just went, oh yeah, no, those guys, they're not here. They don't exist anymore. They don't go here no more. And then like when the pandemic hit, they tried to give us Milestone Returns, which was Reginald Hudlin, Brandon Thomas, Dennis Cowan, a bunch of different creators like Vita Ayala, Nicholas Draper-Ivey. Top tier. Like not only do you have the founders of Milestone coming back, but you have brand new talent they had recruited from their Milestone initiative coming in to like pen these brand new editions, sort of like putting the Milestone characters into the modern age. And like it got mixed reception and the sales weren't that great, so they kind of just said out with the bathwater, and now we're back to this.
Yeah. Was that the second? Oh my gosh! Like the reboot. Is it the second reboot?
Yeah, it was just one reboot.
One reboot. Okay. Well, yeah. The second.
This on the screen is the second reboot in a manner of speaking.
Wait, it was 2011? God, oh my God, what was going on back then? Holy shit.
DC fully rebooted their universe for the first time, and it was like really scary and stupid.
It was after the New 52?
Yeah, like Static came out during the New 52. That was like they launched 52 books and they all sucked, and it was complicated.
Yeah, they tried to pull them. I feel like, did they try to pull a Marvel?
So
was it Marvel?
No, because actually, like DC did it first because Marvel has never once rebooted. They've hinted that they wanted to, especially during Secret Wars back in 2015. But DC has been the one that have always like soft rebooted their universe with things like Crisis on Infinite Earths or Infinite Crisis. But like Flashpoint came out, and that was like originally Flashpoint was just going to be a story, and then Danny Dio came in and was like, "Hey, can we like reboot the whole universe?" And then they didn't really think it out fully, so they kind of just said, "All right, everybody's rebooted except for Hal Jordan and Bruce Wayne and their affiliate people." And I was like, "Huh?
That don't work. That don't work, homie. That's not a reboot. That's a everybody but you."
It was complicated.
It was complicated, and you know what? For me, that was when I jumped back into comics, and I probably jumped back out.
Yeah, and it's complicated because like the new 52, it cannot be argued that it was the greatest success story of DC's history because it was the best financially.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the internal issues, the misogyny issues, the lack of cohesion when it came to rebooting the universe, it was a constructual nightmare, but a financial success.
Because you had people curious. Oh, and you know what? We'll get into that because I think what I'm about to say also ties into this a little bit too. It's the hope of good. It's the hope of great. You don't know when it's going to happen, but God forbid you missed that one fucking issue where it flips. And then you got to go back and buy all those goddamn find all those back issues. What was your first thought when you first read this book? I want to get into like a mini review.
So I read this last week when the leak happened because they originally had scheduled this book to come out last week, and they had to delay it by a week or something happened, but nobody told the DC Infinite staff, so they kind of just left it on autopilot. And I've been told that it was a whole accident. There was no malintent. Other people think differently, but I've been told from like from behind the scenes, it was just somebody didn't press a button right, and it just was a mistake. And granted, it kind of like hit us in a big way because it ended up on the pirate sites and it's been out independently for a week.
Yeah.
But when I first read it, I very much was just like, it was a giant glaring revelation that we have failed Dwayne McDuffie, where it was like it was genuinely the writers of this book, Joseph Illidge, Stephanie Williams, Nicholas Draper-Ivey, and Morgan Hampton, all coming in and going, DC failed Milestone in the most glaring way. But if you're just enjoying the book, you don't get the subtext. But if you pay attention to what's going on, you can see that DC has fundamentally failed Milestone, and subsequently they used the audience as the scapegoat for it. And it is so glaring in your face to people who actually understand literature that you're just kind of like, how is, like, because like there were so many people in my Discord server or in my replies that were like, oh yeah, no, I love this, it's so good. And it's like, it's so good because these writers are so goddamn talented.
Yes.
If it weren't for them, you if a worse writer would have ruined this. But you have the biggest guns you could have possibly asked for coming in and just like unloading the clip. And they're like, and it's so well done that like DC higher ups are probably not going to pay that much attention to it. But like the people who actually know and understand this are just like, damn, y'all got away with that?
Baby, because all right, okay. Here, my first take when I read this, and I read this in my comic book store. Shout out to Jay from Midtown Comics. I appreciate you, bro. He was looking at me like, I don't know. I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, girl? Just go ahead and read it. I'm like, I don't know if I can read it. And I'm like, I had to read it twice because I was like, I know you fucking lying. Wait a minute. What is
no, that's wild.
Like my first iteration was, let me preface this by saying I am very much new to the Milestone game. I have not read every single issue. I do not know all of the intricacies between Static, between Icon, between Rocket Hardware, the Blood Syndicate. I know of them. I've read a few of the books. The energy that I am getting from those books is not this book. It is not this book, decidedly. The word that immediately came to mind when I finished it, despite me being hopeful, was, why are all these characters, or was neutered. The word was neutered. There's no balls, there's no guts, there's no go for it. It's very much, like you said, it's throwing everything that we have at this particular problem, and oh shit, well, I guess, what the fuck? I mean, what are we gonna do? I guess we tried. Okay, bye. That is exactly what it felt like, and I'm like, this is not Milestone. This is not what I
will say. It's the best way I can phrase it is that it is Milestone. It's Milestone locked behind a jail cell. And the way I put it to Joseph Illidge when I was talking to him about this was, it reminds me of Hardware #1 from 1993, where in the first few pages there's this amazing quote where it is, I'm paraphrasing, but there's this whole thing about a bird cage, because Curtis Metcalf had a bird cage, a parrot or a bird when he was young, and he talks about how the bird keeps flying towards the window trying to get out, but he doesn't understand that it's clear glass. So the way he phrases it is, escapism is impossible until one perceives all barriers. And the issue is, we perceive all the barriers. It's that DC keeps shutting the door. And that's the best way that I can phrase this, is that and what was so telling was, like Illidge said, not only privately to me, but on the Black Comic Lords last night, is that the meta text is there. And I was like,
yeah.
Ooh.
That part was extremely loud. Let's get into some. I'm going to try to get into some of these scenes. I'm trying not to spoil it too much, even though it's already on the internet for you to watch.
I mean, it's been 5 days. Well, it's been like 3-4 days. It's fine.
I mean, honestly, if you haven't read this in like 15 minutes, turn down your radio. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody that is involved in this. I'm going to make this the centerpiece. I hope y'all can hear me. Good Lord. Joseph Illidge, Valentine. Sorry, I can't even hold on. I don't think y'all could hear me, so I'm going to take that back. Joseph Illidge, Stephanie Williams, Morgan Hampton, and of course now, in my opinion, he's always been, since he stepped on the scene, legendary Mr. Nicholas Draper-Ivey. The fact that he in my opinion, he ate up that first and the prelude and the epilogue. Eight, no crumbs left behind, no notes.
All 4 of these amazing writers just tore this up, because you have a legacy like Joseph Illidge coming in, because he was an editor originally at the OG Milestone. Like, he came in as an intern, worked on in their background department and like in their business department for a few years, and then became an editor, to where he was the one who edited the final issue of Milestone, which was Hardware #50. So like, he's coming in here as the old guy in the room, educating everybody. That's why after the intro, the whole beginning is him cracking open the storybook, like, all right, we're gonna go over this, and you youngins are gonna listen.
Y'all better pay attention. It's story time, children. Let's get back to our histories, if you will. Let's see where let's start over at the beginning. And you know what? I say that Nicholas's pieces were my favorite, is not to take away from what the rest of them were doing at all. Stephanie. Stephanie. Girl.
I will say this. I said it last night on Threads and on Twitter, especially after last night, with the things that she said on Black Comic Lords. If anybody ever has smoke for this woman, you will have to go through me first.
I don't know.
She dropped the finest bars ever to be set upon this earth, where she called out the toxic comic book community for what they were and read them for filth. She took out the whole gun.
great. I'm like, but in my head, I'm also like, but wait, who are you talking about?
It's all the comic skaters. It's all the weirdos who think that she don't know how to write a book. It's all these dudes who think they know about the industry when they don't. It's all these dudes because, like, if you have been privy to like behind the scenes stuff, you know how this goes. But there's so many individuals who have a perception over how things work that it's just like, they act as if they know things. They're trying to they're on these giant platforms like YouTube and TikTok, and they're like saying crazy things. But in reality, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Because there was even somebody in my that I was talking to in my DMs that was like, "Is Scott Snyder racist?" And I'm like, "No, he's just busy. That is tired. That is a tired white man. He can only juggle so much." Like if you've met Scott Snyder in person, he's the sweetest, most awesome like dude ever. But that man is tired. You can see the bags upon bags under his eyes. He is doing so much for the industry that y'all don't even understand. And people be coming for him sideways, and I'm like, he can only do so much. Like he's trying to elevate an amazing black woman like Shea Grayson with Absolute Catwoman right now. He created Duke Thomas. Like, do I think DC as an entity could be doing more? For sure. But to say that Scott Snyder is racist is false. At the end of the day, full stop.
It's your boss. It's your boss. Okay. Your boss dictates what dictates exactly what it is that they think is going to sell buckets, and all they have to go on is the past. We do not have enough successful black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, whatever, everybody underneath the sun. We do not have enough of those characters to tell them, we want to give you our money for these things. We would like to, but because you will not hire the people that can write these characters for us, we don't feel we don't trust. Also, you won't hire black people to write for black characters sometimes. I can't trust you, so I'm gonna trust what you've been doing, which is writing Batman, which is writing Aquaman, which is maybe newest thing on the block, Nightwing, which is not. Wait, is that even written by a black? Is that no? Is it?
Well, Dennis Cowan is doing art for it.
He's doing the art for him. Okay.
They just started that. Like the OG Milestone founder Dennis Cowan is like, I want to do some Nightwing. It's like, all right, sure.
Okay, sure. Just keep them cakes coming, baby. That's all I ask. But it's not the people that work for the company. It's the people that own the company. They want to make sure that you better hit these motherfucking numbers. That's all we care about. Just hit these numbers. Oh, you want to deviate from the plan? No. That's risky. That'll get you. That'll get me fucked up, son.
Right. There was somebody in my comments that phrased it perfectly, because I had a pitch that I straight up said, it's free. You can have it. I am legally saying on the record, you can have this idea in a video. I straight up said that. I was like, you can have this. I don't care. And I was like, look, Vixen has never had an ongoing title. You have never given an ongoing title to a black woman, period.
Ever.
So I was like, here, have this idea. It's a genius idea. It will make buckets. And someone was in my comments like, that's too risky. How about more Batman? You want some more Batman? And I was like,
and that's it. But that's the shit. That's the shit. There's 17 iterations, and I might be wrong, because it could be more of Batman out on them shelves right now. I could choke on how much Batman is on these shelves. It's annoying. There's not that many stories that you can tell, but there are that many stories that you could tell of Batman, but you could literally put any of the other characters that you have in your vault in a Batman store, or make it a Batman or whatever. Take a Batman story and put it in for those characters. Y'all know what I mean. I'm frustrated and flustered. But yeah. Okay. So those are my initial reactions. I've sat with it a few days. I've read it a few more times. Thank you for letting me know about it, by the way. I watched the Black Lords interview with the cast and crew of the Dakota Incident, and I'm not as angry. Or at least I have. It's more, I want to say, targeted, and a little less, I just want to get them motherfuckers back type of energy. Okay. The fact that this, let me see if I can pull up this slide. Opening up out of the gate, Beacon did not. I was like, wait, who's this? Oh, wait a minute, that's the dude from Batman and Pretty Started. Yeah, that's young kid.
That's young boy. There was someone trying to start some critique on I think it was Instagram and TikTok, where they were like, "Is that Amistad?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but then they were like, "But he was special needs in Young Justice," and it's like, so who, like that was good representation in that universe. Who cares? Like, let it be a thing. It's fine.
It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. Like, move on.
Yeah, no, it's because people have this weird like fascination with trying to act as if every universe is the same because you're a casual fan. Not to say being a casual fan is a bad thing, but like, don't just pop up and start saying stuff out the corner of your mouth if you're not going to actually know what the hell you're talking about. Like,
things have clearly changed for this young person. Perhaps maybe you might want to pick up a book that you haven't read in like 10, 15 years. I didn't know anything about him until I picked up Batman and Static, to be honest. So I was like, oh, okay, we get continuity. Oh, I like this.
Well, not only that, he's Rocket's son from the original 93 run. So like, yes. It's such a great carryover from that era. That's such a great acknowledgement of like, yeah, just because she was a teen mom doesn't mean she was a bad teen mom. That's a great way to go about that.
Oh yeah. Oh God, she was really good. I mean, also pick up Batman and Static. It's actually, I like it. I do kind of like it.
It's really good. Like, it got some flack at first because like the art like looked rushed, but that's because like Nick was rushed when he was trying to put it out. There was like a little bit of a time issue, but like it still was fire. It was still good, and like when you understand the allegories in the story, you're like, this is banging.
It is. It's a great fucking story. Whew. I was a little bit like seeing this and then watching. I don't know if I really hope I put it in here. I did not put it in here. God damn it. Seeing this happen and seeing the I guess the time collapse, if you will, time fire, I'll call it that, start to happen, completely thrown off. And I'm like, I know you. The fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What do we do? I don't want to go back here. I don't want to go back here. He's a bad touch. Bad time. Bad touch. Having to go back all the way back to, God, basically the 80s.
It's more so like, it's like 98-ish, I would say, like, because this was an era of comic books where like Lex Luthor was president, and they're also going back to they're trying to bridge the gap between the 93 run of books and like that era of DC Comics when Luthor was president. That way they can say, hey, some time has passed, if that makes sense.
So so my thought process was this particular instance here, that's the 80s, not going into when they not jump ahead, but when they get into the part where Lex is the president. I feel like there's this is the 80s section, and so then
from what I understand, it's pretty much trying to just be, because the Milestone books came out in 93, and like it takes place in that same year, to my knowledge, and it's trying to like combine the 93 canon with the DC universe at the time, and trying to like put those together, because and then just try to push forward, because there was like, if you remember back from the 90s, there was like a bunch of marketing they did, like Lex Luthor's gonna be president, and like he even had a Time magazine stunt and stuff like that. So like it's trying to like mix those two canons together essentially.
Okay. It felt, I don't know why, it felt older, whatever. Irrelevant, 90s, but God, just, you know why I say the 80s? Because of the gang wars and the war on drugs and that type of shit. That's where I was going in my mind. It felt a lot older, and that there was a lot more time that passed between the Bang Babies coming into existence and to when Lex became president. But I can bring those two together. The 90s, it is fine for those storylines. But hated the fact that we had to go all the fucking way back here and start over, because I really enjoyed the protest version of the Bang Babies compared to this.
True, but like I like the way they try to mix the two canon, like the two versions, because they say, oh, there was protesting against the police brutality, but also there's the gang violence. They try to mix the two, because there's a lot of people, and like shout out to Fantastic Frankie, she got a lot of flack in her video she did trying to promote the book, where she referenced the Milestone Returns canon. And I even warned her in her comments, like, you know, a lot of these diehard fans that have only seen the Static Shock TV show are going to eat you alive for this. And she was like, let them come. And they started to come in and mess with her. So she had to make a follow-up video to be like, shut up, there's two canons. And it's like, yeah, now we got to like mix the two together because they want to like make everyone be happy, like have your cake and eat it too type stuff. So like, I feel they reference both versions.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. All right. I'm trying to stop. Let me hate things. Let me hate it. Yeah, it's oh, God. But very happy to see everybody kind of getting to the point where everybody was banding together in order to combat everything. It didn't feel like everybody on the, I was going to say the Milestone side. I'm going to say the Milestone side of everything. They got out of each other's way. They were like, all right, we have to protect the city. We're not going to be villains. We're not going to do this. We figured out all of our shit. We're not hating on each other. Here comes these motherfuckers. Did I put them in? I didn't do it. So anyway, I completely missed that. I'm so mad at myself. Here comes Luther. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke right now live on camera.
Amanda Waller?
Thank you.
A wall.
God damn.
A wall.
I didn't
founder right there. That's Viola Davis right there. Like
I was gonna call her everything except for Amanda fucking Waller right now. I promise you, in my head. Seeing them come in and I'm like, wait, y'all all of a sudden out of nowhere, y'all just know about what is it? Was it Paris Island? Y'all,
because Dakota's kind of like has a whole little thing, and then Paris Island is a separate subsection of Dakota.
Y'all have nothing has ever been mentioned about this. So now that Alva is R.I.P. magically, now he was the guy. He's the guy that made all of this, start to happen. It was crazy. Like there's a lot. And so forgive me that I do not know about the lore. I know that Alva doesn't die.
So yeah, like in the original canon, Edwin Alva originally was like the definition of like white man capitalism, thinks he knows everything. He's a genius. He like has the best business in the world. He even plucked Curtis Metcalf out of poverty and made him into what he like was as a genius and having all the tech that he had. So like and funnily enough, Edwin Alva is actually in the Static Shock TV show as like a younger, more like business savvy Elon Musk version of himself. And so no one really ever like knew he was just a crazy old man in the comic books, but like genuinely he had his hand in like every little like devious thing back in the 90s. So like he had like criminal enterprises as well as legit enterprises. So this like redo of the origin makes perfect sense. The idea that he probably had something to do with some like backwater government conspiracy type shit. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
That makes that yes. I think there's, because I'm trying to bring what I read about the first book of the new history of the DC universe into this, and I do remember them. Say it again.
Shout out to Mark Waid. Wrote some great stuff with that.
Complicated. Very complicated. Trying to bring all of that together. I do remember seeing his name in like that McCarthy-esque type of thing, that's what the whole Superman thing was. So
because that originally started as an idea they introduced from the Doomsday Clock when they kind of like did a funny and mixed Watchmen into the DC canon. So they kind of like retcon because the Superman project was like all kinds of things and conspiracy theories and stuff. So they kind of just interwove that into the DC mythos now, like it was always here, and it's like, oh, okay.
If you say so, I'll take it. But having him be the catalyst for these people to come in here, it still felt weird. It still felt like a leap for them to go from that point to the other, which is point one for me being like, how much did y'all have to edit out of this book in order to get to where you are? That was my first clue. I was like, nah, son, nah, something missing here. I can't figure it out. But when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, I know you want some fun shit. This is a hard book for me to review because I know there's so much missing from this. Hearing Mr. Illidge, I'm going to call him Mr. Illidge. I will not call him Joseph because I'm not equipped to do that. Yeah. Hearing Mr. Illidge talk about them having to fight for these 40 pages is ooh.
I mean, it reminds me of when I talked to Nicholas Draper-Ivey about Static, like his Static run. Like him and Vida Ayala, they had to fight to get even 7 issues for Shadows of Dakota. They wanted it to be 6 and done, but Vida and Nick wanted it to be 12 issues because they had more story to tell with the idea of finally introducing Ebon into the Static canon, because Ebon had always been just an animated series character.
Yeah.
But they had a whole idea to introduce him, and they were like, you get 7. And it's like, all right.
Batman! It's just, I really wish there was a world where we got an extended universe for this book, because I think I would not be quite so stank-faced about it, if you know what I mean. There's a few steps that are missing to get to the end of this book for me. Let me go into what I mean. Let me see. Slide number 5. Is that slide number 7 or 6?
You're better than me, because I totally just pulled up the DC Infinite, the website, and just freaking flipping through it.
I mean, I could do that, but I figure, I won't be. Also, pop-ups, and it gets funky. Wait, is this the right one? Is this the right one with Rocket? Okay, no, it's the next one. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Alva's dead. I skipped over all of that. We talked about it. You were here. If you weren't, whatever. This, I think, yeah, I did miss it. Okay, I messed up, y'all. Yeah, seeing all of these people in a room is never a good idea. So it feels like this escalated wildly. Going from a ground fight with the police of Dakota all the way to the president's office just seems just a little bit much. And then we die, and then we didn't do that. Okay, then we're going on to the next screen. All right, bet. Yeah, having it go on to become this whole thing with the Suicide Squad, which was a great way to bring in that entire storyline.
Yeah.
What it was? Tiger.
They cut out, like someone said in chat, they cut out Icon and Harriet Tubman tag team, and I'm dead.
Hi, Chaos Demon. How are you, honey? I hope you're having a great Saturday. Oh my God! I just realized you two actually look alike, but that's another story. You two actually low key do kind of look alike.
All right.
Yeah, no. Say what's up. They got a hair tag team. I would have loved to have seen that a little bit, bro. I'm getting sidetracked. I apologize. Seeing the Suicide Squad team up, seeing oh my gosh, I was gonna call him Brown Tiger.
Bronze Tiger.
Thank you.
You're almost there. You're like 2 letters off. It's okay.
There's a lot of stories going on in my head. Forgive me. Having the Bronze Tiger show up with them, and I don't know shit about Bronze Tiger, but I know he's a motherfucker. Nobody to be messed with. Also, does not
Michael Jai White played him in the Arrowverse. If that helps.
All right. I'm not. Oh Lord, your memory is impeccable. but seeing him on that helicopter, being the the one black person on that helicopter that has to go in and clean up the hood as Captain Boomerang tried to slickly slide in there.
It's giving black ice to officer vibes. Like you have to contend with your own like morality in that way.
Yeah. But,
and like Laura even said it in chat, token tiger. Yeah, like the idea that he's only there because of his skills, not because he's like actually there for being black. And it's like, yeah,
it's kind of gross. Homie. But still slightly more moral than the people of color within ICE. He at least woke the fuck up and said, I don't think this is for me. I think that maybe you guys y'all are way the fuck out of pocket. I'm gonna go over there. But it's also a little bit of there are a couple of instances of too little too late. Kind of wish he pushed Captain Boomerang out of the helicopter when he said that shit instead of just saying you got one more time, maybe no more times next time. It's I think that was the thing that really was itchy throughout this whole series was there's one more time. You got one more time to do it. You got one more time to do it. It kept going and going and going, and nobody let me
throw it like this though. It's a perfect parallel to our society.
It is.
Where we are constantly having to hold back to allow white idiocy, to allow white oppression to take hold of us. And we have no choice but to deal with it. It's a perfect allegory in the best way possible. Shout out to Stephanie Williams who wrote this section because she expresses what we've been dealing with for so long when it comes to, we gave you a mini series, y'all just didn't buy it, even though they didn't really promote it, didn't tell anybody it existed or anything like that. Like, it's one of those things where it's the same thing we've always dealt with in society, and it's just like, well,
what do you you've taught them to be this way. You've taught them to be like, oh, okay, y'all don't really mean what you say, because every time we do something, y'all don't ever do nothing back about it, or you never push back on whatever it is that we're doing. So guess what? And that's how you end up with this beautiful splash page. It's gorgeous. I do love it. Good God, this is it's
one of those things where like, do I miss the Milestone Returns costumes? Yes. Do I still think this is gas? Yes.
This shit is fucking fire. Nobody got paid enough. I don't care. Nobody got paid enough. I don't know what you got paid. You did not get paid enough for this fucking book in any capacity. Everybody, from the letterers, the inkers, everybody deserved more.
Most definitely.
Oh God. So where was I? What was my whole point? Yeah, Bronze Tiger. It's like, oh, okay, y'all going too far. Oh, y'all killing the kids? Well, they were killing the kids before you got here, but okay.
Exactly.
Now it's your problem. Now you see it. Now you're on the ground watching it happen, and it's a problem. Bet. Cool. KK bye. Then we have the white saviors.
I'm gonna make a video about this later today because somebody had the gall to say it in my comment section yesterday. But somebody tried to tell me that this was out of character for the Trinity to act like this and to do these things. And then
for them to show up
for them to act the way they do over the course of this book. And I kind of just sat there and went, is it though? Because it's very obvious that Superman could wreck everything if he wanted to, but his moral code will always hold him back. Will always where he won't step in to save certain people. And history has kind of even shown us at certain points that Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman will only stand up for injustice when it is convenient for them.
Yeah.
So while I understand the casual perception of these characters is very specific, now I will say I will give a little bit of credence to Wonder Woman. If Diana is being written from a true perspective where Diana has her moral stuff in check, then yes, she most definitely would be fighting alongside these folks and laying it down.
Yeah.
But the point of the story is to show people that the Trinity is locked in a corporate structure the same way Bronze Tiger is. But the problem is theirs is internal, where they're genuinely bound by what the capitalistic structure is appeasing them to do. It goes back to the joke we made of like, y'all want more Batman, right? You want some more Batman? It's like that's the parallel being shown here, is that they're not allowed to help the Milestone characters in the way they want to.
Parallels to today's world. Yuck.
It's almost like politicians right now is a great way to put it. Is like, oh, would AOC love to just fix everything in 1 5-minute splash page? Sure, she can.
I'm gonna go a little further. Well, maybe or more local. I would say it's the. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to offend you because this is what you are. The poor whites that outweigh us as the majority in this country, because we're the minorities. Don't forget. Oh, you never let us. Y'all could actually help us to help you, Kobe. Okay, y'all could actually but you actually could, but because you're not truly.
You ain't truly down to clown. Like it's almost as if like, oh, you finally saw one of your own get shot, so now you give a shit.
But do you? It's still a but do you? Because I could tell you absolutely, if Batman went down in this, they kind of might be like, we care.
Yeah.
But he's also, he had his problems.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have jumped up to get down. They would 100% cook. And then the cool down, I'm gonna call it, from them being there, because they were only in it for like 3 panels. I feel like. Yeah, this is it. This is the final panel. It's like, oh, okay, everybody, stop fucking around. Y'all fucking up the property value. We got to go home and take care of our own perspective universes and worlds. Yeah. So y'all niggas stop being niggas.
That's pretty much what they say without saying it. If you really want to keep it a buck, that's pretty much what they say. Where it's like, all right, we quelled the tides, and it's like, did you? Yeah. Did you really?
Did you? All you did was just we're still fucked. Hi. We're still fucked here. Could you tell Lex? You don't but that's literally your mortal enemy.
Right. There's that line in the book that Clark says where it's like, I don't know what I would do in this situation, but like, what are you gonna do, black man? It's like, well,
chaps my ass. Chaps my ass, fucking for real. Show's final panel. Oh, well, wait. I'm reading the comments. Yeah, no. Comics aren't political. Remember? It's not a thing. Yay! We just read it for fun. It's colors.
It's. I always try to tell people, if comics aren't political, then why was Bucky Barnes trying to convince the kids of that era to sell war bonds? Like, why was it why Superman was doing it? Why is it that the only people who could get work in comic books back during those days were poor Jewish guys, because back then Jewish people were never given the best jobs. Like there's so many there's so many relevant things about comic books that are politically driven, and even when you try to say that like, oh, my comic book isn't political, that's still a political statement, you dumbass. Yeah, it's like you're genuinely trying, like, and even then, like, you still probably have a political allegory in there. You're just trying not to like say it out loud because subtext exists.
Yeah, because God forbid you offend anybody with your political views on what is fucking morally goddamn right in this on the planet. Forget what country you're coming from. Stop it. Stop it. I already did a whole thing on this 2 weeks ago. Yeah, pissed me off.
God forbid we be a mouthpiece for black politics.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't see color.
I mean, somebody became a mouthpiece for black politics today and just trying to act like he didn't, but it's fine. It's fine.
Bro, that is fucking... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can we be messy for 2 seconds?
Of course, we always be messy.
Baby, but what do you mean? You picked up this book and read it, and now you gotta explain this comic. What do you mean?
I love how like he starts the video with, "I know nothing about Milestone." Then why the fuck are you talking about it, Rob?
Why don't you get somebody to explain it to you, boo-boo? If you can't explain it to you, I can't get past this. I can't get past it.
And it's so funny too, because like when you actually sit there and think about it for 2 seconds, the reason why he likes it so much is because this entire allegory is a modern version of Blue Marvel. Let's talk about that for 2 seconds.
Oh, ew.
Let's talk about
it. No, it is, because that's the first thing I thought of.
It's literally modern Blue Marvel, like just encapsulated in 2026 versus 2008. It's literally just the same thing again. That's why he likes it, is because now it's Blue Marvel redo.
But worse. Because at least he... Jesus Christ. I don't understand how he doesn't like Icon. I don't understand how he doesn't like...
Ready. That's why he doesn't get it. He, even though like Adam Brashear is just Icon, but he hasn't read it. That's why he doesn't get it.
Make it make sense. If you could have just shut the fuck up. If you had just shut the fuck up and read a book, you would have been fine. You would have made it. You might have opened up another channel to some more viewers.
No, because then his white fans won't be enjoying it anymore, so he won't get as many views.
Bruh. Okay, wait. Okay, calm down. It doesn't make sense to me, but okay, we're gonna add 2 and 2 together. Speaking of Blue Marvel, here comes Jefferson Pierce.
Hey, no, hold on, damn it! Don't I'm gonna say it tomorrow on my show. I'm gonna say it again here. The amount of smoke that Jeff Pierce has been catching the past week and a half has been getting on my goddamn nerves, because he is trying his best. Because.
Sir.
No, because listen, Linda. He's trying his best, because he genuinely, like, especially when you read the original like Outsiders run by Judd Winick, and when you read those comics of that era, he had like especially if you see the Black Lightning TV show, Jefferson Pierce has always been somebody who believes in the system, in that he is always someone who ends up fighting the corruption in the system and fights back against the corruption when he can. And when you actually sit there and look at what Morgan Hampton writes in this section, he's telling you that, much like the Trinity, Jeff is bound by the rules of the system, where even despite next year being his 50th anniversary, he's been getting the shaft for decades now, and he can't help you. And it's a perfect allegory, because Jeff isn't like Uncle Tom, he ain't a coon and nothing like that. He genuinely is somebody who believed in the system and believed that it could help his people. And he had found the corruption in the system. That's why, like, even in this bookie season, he's like, damn, I really want to help y'all, but I'm not there yet to where I can. And it's just, and it's just like,
wait, let me get the right chord. Wait, let me play that violin for you.
There were so many people that had smoke for Jeff this week, and I'm like, leave my man alone.
No, I'm not leaving my man alone. I can't, because you know why? Because there's too many black police officers that think they can work the system from the inside. Now what? And now what? Now, don't make that face, because that's exactly what he's doing. I'm going to work the system from the inside. I'm going to be one of the good ones. All right, Mr. Adams. I don't think you understand how the system gonna fuck you before you fuck the system from the inside. That's not how that works. And the fact that you didn't tell that's the other shit. Why you didn't tell these people that these motherfuckers was coming? You knew somebody. You know who's Static. You couldn't call him and tell him them niggas was
We don't know if he knows him in this version of the canon. That's the thing. We don't know if he knows him like that in this canon.
I want to...
That's the thing, is that all the rules are off the table in this canon.
Wait, I'm gonna get my shit out. Hold the fuck on. I need to read this shit. Hold on. No. I was watching over you while me and Cooler Heads. I looked up to you. See, no, he knows him. I looked up to you, man. How could you be part of something like this?
Yes, Virgil knows the Bloodlining, but he doesn't. But Jeff don't know Virgil.
All right, we gonna agree to disagree on this shit because ain't no way. He knew Static. He could have called. You mean to tell me him and the government? He couldn't figure out a way to call Static. He couldn't figure out a way to call Icon. None of them. Nobody. He could have called him. He could have sent out a fucking bat signal or some shit. Well, not a bat signal, whatever the fuck. In order to give them
and that's the thing. Like Stephanie even talked about this last night, where it's like she wanted to use characters like Vixen, but she couldn't get the approval. She wanted to talk about how Vixen would feel, or Jeff would feel, or Mr. Terrific would feel. Excuse me, as this was going on, she wanted to talk about this, but again, the whole allegory of the story is DC shut doors. Like, that's the thing.
I know what the undertone is. I know what the subtext is. It's just the story. I'm saying, if we're hearing the story, I make it make sense. I need you to make it make sense. God damn. It's the over and over and over again of nobody giving these people any kind of warning, and then this top one right that shit. That motherfucker.
You know, it's so funny because like there's so many people in the comic book community that like to think of the JLU version of Lex Luthor as a black man just because they colored him a little darker. Here's the thing.
I beg your finest pardon. Who said that?
There's a lot of people that think Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor is black. There's a lot of people that co-opt him as black. There's a lot of people that do that. It's weird.
I hate that for them.
Right, but like when I read Lex Luthor in this book, I even said it on my stream last night. I hear Young Justice Mark Rolston Lex Luthor, where you can hear the snide evil white man in his voice.
Yes!
When you hear like the way he talks, you're just like, this is Young Justice Lex Luthor. He knows he's the shit, and he's got you by the balls, and he's gonna treat you like he's got you by the balls. Especially the next scene, like the next page after that you're about to show, where he looks when he looks Virgil in the eye and goes,
"Oh, I didn't do it. God damn it!
Damn it!" Where he's like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, Virgil. Yeah, we got a close eye on you over on Cowan Avenue," and I was like, "Woo, that's uncomfortable."
I'm gonna set y'all up right here. Here, this one right here. Oh, hi on the stream. That look right there.
Yeah, man.
Ass shit to Static right fucking there, and he's like, "Oh shit." Now, okay. Here's how I feel about that whole situation. I love my family, ride or die. Y'all got to take one for the cause. It's only two people. Y'all got to take this. Y'all got to take this hit. I'm gonna shock the shit out this. His butthole gonna pucker up and sizzle up fry until the end of time. Ain't no way. I love my people to death, and I mean specifically genetic. You gonna? I'm pussy. Like, is that what you could call me? I gotta take him out. I have to take him out. It's the one chance that everybody in this room has. This is
the best way I can phrase this is imagine if like Lex was shaking Peter Parker's hand and was like, "Hey, Peter. We're gonna be keeping an eye on you over hanging out with Aunt May in Midtown," and it's like, ooh.
I mean, I hear you and I get the sentiment, but you know, she old. But she old, you know. I mean, she had a lovely, marriage.
Not she old.
She old.
Dead.
Yeah, all right, you know. She only paying the rent. I gotta pay rent in that bitch too. So it's one less mouth to feed. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm down for the cause. Is all I'm saying. You know, it is what it is. God damn, he should have shot the shit out of that motherfucker right there. I was waiting. I'm like, I know. Is this because everybody kept telling me, oh, there's a scene in this book where static isn't really static, and I'm like, oh, if this is it,
That's like, damn, Kira, I like Aunt May. I'm like, damn.
Aunt May, you know, I like Aunt May too, but you know.
She might have to get ice for once.
You're gonna have to take one for the team. We watched her die a couple of years ago. Y'all were all right. It'll be fine. But she shuts shit. Like, anyway, moving on. I would have shocked the fuck out this nigga. I don't care. I would have murked him. Hard body. So all of this happens. They sign off on the deed. Oh God, that part broke my heart. That broke my heart. I was in that store and I'm like, I know. I look back and forth. I'm like, there's no. They had to have been able to do something. You have a man that is almost as strong, if not stronger than Superman, in this room that could take all of these motherfuckers out in a blink of an eye.
He can. The moment that Icon looks at Luthor and is like I'm about to raise hell up in this bitch. It's a beautiful scene because straight up. He's I even said it during the live stream last night with the Comic Lords where I was like, Icon's finally got some bass in his voice. And I was like, yeah, man. Because for so long, people have seen Augustus Freeman as just this like staunch Republican who was based off of Clarence Thomas because he was. But like genuinely, this is him saying, I'm about to raise the whole roof if you don't quit playing around. And it's like,
but then he went to the testicles. Oh, brother. And that felt weird too. It felt weird to me because I haven't read the comics. I will fully admit that, because I know that his story is there was a point where he did not give a fuck about anybody across humanities. Like, fuck y'all some weirdos. You know, if you die, you die. You know what I mean? But for him to come back to this, God damn, it felt bad. It felt bad because I'm like, I think you could fix everything if you didn't give a fuck, which is terrible. That is terrible. If you did not give a shit, this would get settled right here and now. But then
for sure,
more books, which is what we want.
And they even said it last night too, where it's like, if Curtis and Augustus wanted to wreck hell, they could.
Yeah.
But they care about Raquel and Virgil. And it's like, it's one of those things where they genuinely have to like think about other people, not just themselves.
Yeah. I'm not selfish, but Aunt May.
She said, Aunt May about to hit the brakes today.
She good, bro. I'm serious. Of all the people in all the MCU that could get it and like world peace, Aunt May. Aunt May.
That's fair.
This part of the book kind of it still hurts. This part of the book really fucking hurt because it's a loss without a single bullet, well, technically speaking, in this particular instance, being fired. It's like y'all you just kind of laid down and took it. And I wish you could have done something, like at least, you know, kill somebody's dog or something, like go fly across the board and get your lick back somehow. And it's just, how do you took all of the power away from these heroes with nothing, not a stick of kryptonite, not a bucket of water, nothing.
Anything.
Oh God. Which, did I go past this? I did go past this, my bad. Yeah, just seeing them just get up off the fucking plane, the Justice League fucking being tits on a frog. Like, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no way that this whole book is about a bunch of heroes that ultimately could not or would not fight.
That line from Clark where he's like, "We're sorry it had to be this way." Why is it that way though, Clark?
You ain't do shit.
Why is it like that?
You could just go over there, just real quick with your eye, just one eye. Everybody on the ship dead. Shout out to JJ40. I couldn't read your stuff. Oh,
Hardware ready for Justice League protecting the black community. Guys, reach out to Tariq Nasheed or Cool Colas. They can.
Talk to me. Talk. I'm gonna talk to you. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you later. Who that? Cool. Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed. I think I know.
Wait, why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. Like that. Cool Colas.
Isn't Tariq Nasheed like a really like polarizing figure?
I don't know. I'm looking at it because I'm nosy. American film producer and internet personality. Oh,
interesting.
Hidden colors. Okay, wait. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not saying no, but I'm just let me look more. But that would be if we can beat that 100K challenge and get another book, as long as he doesn't go the way of old boy with oh god, yeah, let me not do that. Anyway, seeing them all fly. I'm changing the subject. Seeing them all fly off, and then Raquel being pregnant. Is there a time jump here too?
Yeah. So like, because Raquel was pregnant during that whole event is what they're trying to like insinuate here. Okay. And then like, because what happens during the original Icon run is she gets pregnant like midway through it. She leaves for a little bit. Her friend takes over as Rocket for a little bit, and then she comes back after she has her kid and tries to balance being a hero and being a mom.
No, who's her daddy?
I forget. It's been a minute.
I hear everybody talking about it, but I'm like, well, but can I get the Y chromosome side of the story? What's going on? Tell me who the daddy is. Did he die?
It's been a minute.
I don't know either. And yes, Lord the Culture. That is who I was alluding to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was just a high school kid, I believe. Yeah, he was just a high school kid.
Oh, okay. Despite all the fuck shit that's going on up here, this image of her and the baby it taps into that there's hope. There's a future here. There's some semblance of peace that's going on, especially with I don't think it's a dove, but I'm gonna call it a dove. I think it's a pigeon. I just think it's a white pigeon, which honestly is also, a little bit of a metaphor too. Because we don't get doves in the city, baby. Not in the hood. We just get white pigeons. As close to hope as we gonna get. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Dead.
I've seen white pigeons. That's the new rose out of concrete. Okay. That's what it is for me. But
that's funny.
Raquel being pregnant, it feels like there is that it gives you the transition into, all right, well, I guess that happened. I guess we'll be all right. Yuck. I skipped over all of the panels, I think. Yeah, no, I skipped over all the panels.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that. We get a little, I guess it's a short leap into the future. It feels like it might be about 4 or 5 years.
Something like it's supposed to be like he's in college now instead of high school.
Yeah, for sure. Like talking about Carl Jung. Yeah, no, for sure. In college, ain't nobody doing that in high school. Mm-hmm. He is. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on, that's my friend. Girl, lady, what it is? How it do? How you feel? I miss you. We're supposed to hang out this weekend, but it didn't happen. I'm really sorry. I know we didn't make a date or anything, but I love you. Them going from that scene with Raquel showing Amistad there basically going into the future, and then him literally jumping out of the portal into the present time or semi-future with brand new Static. It's just, oh god, this felt like it deserved about 5 or 6 more pages. I wanted, it felt too rushed. It felt like he's here, he's got a message, yes, but why does Static believe this person he's never fucking seen before off rip. Like he kind of gets it at the end. You get the little gimme of him saying Amistad at the end, just to have that kind of connection. But it felt like there should have been a little bit more. I really wish that there was a way for them to finish.
No, I like this because like dude even said it perfectly on Black Comic Lords last night, where he was like, this feels like we got to do something about your kids, Marty. Like it feels like that kind of moment, or like, is your name Marty McFly and I hand you a letter type thing, where like this is supposed to be like, but the time stream is melting.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut you the fuck out real quick and kick you in the ass. That way you get your shit together, and then I'm gonna be like wiped from time real quick. And like when I say, I even told this to him, Nicholas Draper-Ivey has such a perfect way to like yell at a page or like make a speech in a page, because he did a similar speech in the Milestone 30th anniversary comic a few years ago, where he was writing Virgil giving a speech to young Terry McGinnis. And he has this way about doing speeches where he's gonna get his point across and you gonna motherfucking listen. And even here, he's essentially telling Virgil through Beacon, but like as himself, don't let them like punk you. Don't let them ruin you, because Dwayne wouldn't want that for you. And it's such a beautiful moment because he doesn't want to see Virgil get dirty. And it's like, yeah, we don't want to see Virgil get dirty.
It's like, wait a minute, I am who the fuck I am. What the fuck is going on? What am I doing? It is a little bit of wake up call. I'm not saying that I didn't want this panel to happen. I wanted more of a build up. I wanted more of a no, seriously, I'm him, and I need you to understand that look at all of this good shit that you did. Let me tell you how it affected X, Y, Z.
Well, no, like because you know what it reminds me of. I don't know if you remember this, or like the DC Rebirth special from 2016, which was supposed to be like the ending of the the ending of that, like the New 52, and them slowly trying to reintegrate the pre-New 52 canon. And there's that moment where White Wally West is like outside of time, and he's like, Barry, you don't know me, but like I want you to still be happy and know that I tried to help you. And then he like that last second goes, Wally, and reaches for him. This is like in the worst way possible. This is the Black version of that, where they genuinely can't help him, and he is going to be erased from time. He doesn't get the Wally one last second grab. He is going to be erased because genuinely these writers can't help him, because just like all the Milestone writers before them, DC won't let them. And that's why it's perfectly poetic, and where you can see that Nick, like Joe, Stephanie, and Morgan, they were in their bag here, where they're like, we gonna write this subtext, and y'all are gonna like hit this, and some of y'all ain't gonna get it. Some of y'all are just gonna be happy that Static's back. Some of y'all gonna be like, cool, y'all saw some like great pictures, and that's it. But like some of y'all gonna sit here and be like, damn it,
God, just tell us where the locks are. Just tell us where to shoot the lock. We want to let you free. But just tell us where you're at so we can set you free. Please give us a hint. Put up a smoke signal. Set up a flare. It'd
be like that.
It'd be like that, bro.
See, now that I just like now that that parallel just hit me, I'm about to have to make a meme out of that.
Oh.
Because I didn't think about that parallel until we just started talking about it. Because you're like, man, that really don't feel good. And I'm like, no, you know what it reminds me of? And now it just hit me, and I'm like, God damn it! Like it's perfectly personified of Black oppression, where Wally did get the grab, Amistad didn't get the grab.
Oh, I don't like it here.
Like that parallel just rocked my shit in the worst way possible. No, because now I can make content out of it and use it to call out DC's bullshit. I'm excited.
I support it 100%. I promise. Okay. The whole. All right. There's another level of this for me.
Oh, there's definitely more.
There's dozens upon dozens upon dozens upon dozens of levels that I will probably go into more tomorrow. This to me was also a plea from Milestone to the fans, to the Black community as a goddamn whole within the comic book community. Help. Like, help. Y'all are supposed. This is not who we are. We are not supposed to sit back on our laurels. We are not supposed to be taking, whatever is given to us, and giving up without a fight. But this is a plea to get the fuck up. I know that we are very much on a stand down and let them white people deal with this shit type of thing. But in this particular area, this is a safe thing to demand change for right now. It could, and I hope and pray, could be the start of something else. So I hope people listen. Like, I didn't know what the risk could be for the artists, writers, everybody that want to do, I want to say, better with these books, or have more freedom with the writing for this book. But something has to happen. Something has to be demanded of, something has to be asked for in order to get these books to the
Here's what I'll say, because I know what track of mind you're on, because it was something that I kind of like articulated pretty well last night, that I feel like a lot of people need to hear this and understand the situation. Y'all came out for this book, and we appreciate the work y'all did. It's top selling on Amazon Prime this week. It's sold out everywhere. But here's the thing. It's only sold out because stores didn't buy a whole lot of copies, because they didn't think we were going to show up. Because the sales, quote unquote, come from what the stores bought, not from what we bought. That's how comic books work. So like, we see sold out because the stores are sold out, not, oh, the distributors sold out. The distributors slowly getting sold out because stores are ordering more, because now that we're not ruled by a monopoly now through Diamond, we have that flexibility through Lunar and Penguin to do that kind of thing. But if this was a book like 5-6 years ago, y'all would have one shot. And now you have more than one shot. But thankfully, but the difference here is that, like, what is this going to be? Say in 6 to 8 months, we get a Black Lightning 50th anniversary special. We get a Vixen #1, the first ever ongoing for a Black woman. Are you guys gonna show up? Are you gonna think it's do or die then, or are you gonna not care? Are you gonna think, oh, I don't want a Vixen comic book, I want a Vixen TV show? Because that was the issue that I ran into when that very nice young lady asked James Gunn, like if she was like, if when we were gonna see a Static Shock movie, and he was like, I don't know, that's complicated. And I said on Twitter, I was like, hot take, y'all don't deserve a Static TV show or movie because y'all don't support the damn comic books. And that's the issue, because you can only throw so much shade at DC's door, and they deserve a lot of it, mind you. Yeah. You can only throw so much shade at DC's door for not promoting the shit. But when are you going to stand up and say, I want to support this shit? I want to actually be about that shit. I'm going to educate myself on how the pre-order system works. Because if in 6 to 8 months we finally end the 1100 day countdown of DC not having a Black ongoing for a character, when are you guys going to show up and show that you care about this content? Because we haven't had an ongoing in the mainline continuity for a character in if you check. Yeah, if you look at DCSoWhite.com right now, it's 1110 days, and if you see that, it genuinely is a situation of, we entered this cycle because people didn't show up. If y'all don't show up this time, who knows the next time we're gonna get shit. So, and at that point, I can't blame DC. I can only thrust blame on y'all.
So I don't disagree with what you're saying. We did not show up. The issue that I have with it goes both ways. One, y'all motherfuckers don't read. But two, me as somebody that does go out and search for comics that I particularly like, I don't know when that shit's gonna come out. Like unless I am like sitting by my computer, I'm being overly dramatic. Sitting by my computer, looking at DC.com, looking at Comics Pro, looking at all these other different particular sites. I don't know what's coming out. But more to that, I don't know who's actually writing the books. Like, if I do get ahead of the curve.
Here, I'm gonna give you a really great tool, leagueofcomicgeeks.com, and it's an app. It like almost every comic book store, including Midtown, which you go to, uses this for their pre-order system, where when you click on a book, it shows you the entire creative team. It shows pictures. It shows everything about these people. Who's a part of the book, what variant covers you can subscribe to, everything. And everybody...
League of Comics?
Leagueofcomicgeeks.com. And it's a tool that has been slowly growing over the past few years to where a lot of different people use this now. Like almost every shop in the country has been utilizing this for a long time now, where it's like a forum that you can leave reviews on books. There's so much about this that is so innovative that at this point, nobody shouldn't have access to this shit. Like everybody is able to go on here. And here's the thing.
Okay.
Like there is a little bit of grace that I will give some people where it's like I just didn't know, but then where does the I just didn't know stop and the you can lead a horse to water did you drink finally come into play? Because there's only so much I can sit here and scream from the rooftops that a book is coming out. There's only so much that I can sit here and be like, hey, this shit matters. If you're not coming out and supporting the content and you are not educating yourself, I can only be like Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch and be like, here, educate yourself so many times before it's like, yo, you're failing yourself at this point.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a situation of people need to start actually caring about this shit and not just acting like, oh, I didn't know, man. I didn't know. Because the one thing that I keep running into with people is
did your camera? I think your camera froze.
No,
you're good.
There's been this ongoing issue because DC's been putting out these compact editions, these like $10 like comic books. They made one out of Nick and Vita's Static Season 1. And they put it out, and all these black folks have been telling me, hey, I got this Static Shock comic. When's the next one coming out? It's not.
No.
Because you guys didn't support the original run back in 2021. They're like, oh, man, I didn't know. It's like, there's only so much I can sit there and be like, hey, that's on DC, because some of it is y'all didn't actually put the work in to go find out.
I did. I think that is a 50-50 split. I'm not gonna How do we fix this, Tom? How do we fix it? God damn. I hate this. Is it showing niggas shit on TV? And I mean niggas in the most kind way.
Well, and that's the thing too, where it's like there is some like DC could be doing so much better when it comes to promotion. They could be teaming up with creators like yourself and myself. They could be doing things and actually caring about the medium. So again, there's a lot of blame that I can thrust on DC, and I'm very much proud to. But at the same time, in the same breath, when do I stop blaming DC and turn the corner and be like, hey, some of this is on y'all motherfuckers? Because I've made a couple different videos talking about it where there was even a dude who came through my chat and was like, hey, why haven't we had a Static Shock movie yet? And I told him, because y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't.
You're not there.
You're not there. You're not showing up. You're not doing the damn thing. And he was like, and it's like, I want to call out people, but how, I don't want to just guilt trip you into like making you feel bad for it. It's like, I can only throw blame at y'all for so long, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. But it's also, into that, we also have proven that we are not the demographic that brings in the bucks to them. I will also say that there are times where, maybe this month I don't feel like picking up a comic book at my LCS. Maybe I am sailing the high seas, and I'm sorry.
And that's the thing too, is that what really bothers me about like piracy is that I can give a lot of like leeway about some things, like economy sucks, so shit like that. Like I can understand to a certain extent, or like the biggest excuse I give a lot of people is people overseas that just don't have comic shops.
Yeah.
So like I can't really throw shade at them. Like that's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
But where I start to lose my temper is I campaigned, I fought to get people to know that Static Batman Beyond was coming out. I made a whole video series called Black Folks Don't Care About Static. I was calling people out, trying to get them to go pre-order this book. I interviewed the writer and the artist. I interviewed Evan Narcissus and Nicholas Draper-Ivey, and was trying to get people to recognize this book was coming out. And not even 3 days after that shit came out, 8,000 clicks have been on the pirate site for it. So what does that tell you right there? Where it's like, I can't, I like y'all people, like not y'all specifically, like metaphorical y'all. Like there's a lot of motherfuckers who will say they want black superheroes, but then don't want to put in the work. And I can only be like, I can only listen to the Brandon T. Jackson, nigga, I'm broke so much before I'm like, nigga, you need to go buy a damn book. It's $5. Help a motherfucker out.
So there's an idea that I've also had. If you could, I would love, somebody did this for me back when I had a comic shop near me. If you are willing to drop like an extra $50 is a lot of fucking money. I ain't saying $50, but if you want to drop like a gift card or some shit at your local comic book store and say, hey, I don't know who might need this, but if you see somebody like perusing and they put one back because they don't have enough, give this shit to them. Just give it to them.
I've done that a few times, and like there was a lot of folks with this situation with the Dakota Incident that was just buying copies from motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But like even my comic store, shout out to Red Curtain Comics, they do layaway for like certain high dollar books, like CGC books. So like they definitely care about giving people like key books they want to keep for themselves, like $100 books and $1,000 books, like Blade's first appearance or something like that, or Miles' first appearance was like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like they want you to actually like get that shit if you want to get that shit. But like there's this stigma in the comic book like industry where if people don't go in and ask questions or like say they want stuff, a comic book store owner has to literally like figure out like the supply and demand for what they're going to put on their shelves, and they have to make the financial investment to go look at these books and do these things and whatnot.
Yep.
So you're asking comic shops to take the financial responsibility to put a book on a shelf for you or put a book in your pull list for you. What if that book don't sell? That ends up in a back issue, but it's a loss, like a sale for them. They don't make the money back from that, and that happens a lot. But like they're more willing to take that financial loss on a Batman back issue because they know it's going to sell at some point. It's Batman. Yeah. But with like the Dakota Incident, they're not going to take the risk on that shit because they don't feel it's necessary because they know niggas ain't gonna come in there. So we need to show them that we want to be in there. And like I've been the only black kid in comic shops for so many years. When are we going to start actually pushing to see ourselves in comic shops? Because you have you heard of a book called Black Panther and the Crew?
No.
So do you remember back when the Black Panther movie was coming out and you had Oprah and Snoop Dogg and everybody and Zendaya busing kids to the theater and shit like that?
Yeah.
Marvel saw that there was the volume 1 of Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther run selling out constantly on Amazon. So they told Ta-Nehisi Coates, hey, do you want 2 more ongoings? And he said, sure. So they gave him Black Panther World of Wakanda, which he teamed up with Roxane Gay to tell more stories about like the characters inside of Wakanda, not just T'Challa. And then you had Black Panther and the Crew, which was bringing back the Crew, which was an idea that Christopher Priest had back in the early 2000s, which was like a full team of black superheroes and just like telling cool stories and shit like that. And it was going to be T'Challa, Storm, Misty Knight, and Luke Cage and Manifold. all being awesome, like fighting against discrimination in the streets, like helping, like stop like fighting and shit like that. And
okay, wait, I want you to finish the story. However,
yeah.
I clearly interest fucking peaked. How did I not know about that?
And the craziest part is it was going to be an ongoing series. Like, it was going to just keep being written for however long. But the pre-orders were so bad for issue 1, it got canned to a 6-issue miniseries because nobody bought it.
Because nobody. How the fuck am I supposed to find out? I'm like, you should have been. I need to know. Somebody needs to tell me. Like, I need some form of advertising, some fucking where. And I hate to tell you, I was not checking the internet like that.
And this was during an era at Marvel back in the early 2000s, the early 2010s, where they were doing hip hop variant covers. This had one of the best variant covers for this, where they did a Bee Gees, like oh my, not Bee Gees, or it was Lauryn Hill, wrong one, Lauryn Hill. Not Lauryn Hill. It was Lauren. They did a Lauryn Hill homage.
Okay.
And it was so beautiful. And I still have it to this day. It's one of these damn boxes. And it makes me so mad because folks just didn't know about it. And I made a video recently where I talked about it. I talked about the whole run. And people were in my comments like, I didn't know this was a thing. And I'm like,
here we are.
Here we are. It breaks my heart.
All they had to do was what they were doing for a little while.
Like I'm about to drop this cover in your DMs, and you're about to be like, bro,
no, don't show me what I can't have.
you can find it in like eBay and shit like that.
Dirty ass eBay. I don't want to do that.
Fine, I'll buy it for you. How about that?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. So no, wait, no, don't, no, on some fuck shit. Don't do that shit. Okay, I won't get mad, but I'll be like, nigga, I can't. Don't do that. Just look at how Marvel. Sorry, J Joe. I'm gonna call you J Joe 4040. That's your new name, if it's not the right name. Just look at how Marvel stereotyped Miles Morales with Odin's fade.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Oh no, Jesus.
And how they disrespected Wesley Snipes' Blade, who saved them, and look what DC Comics does to Milestone. We support other comics. Okay, I want to get into this. Not the fade.
I'm with Laura in the comments. But why you doing eBay dirty? What's wrong with eBay?
eBay dirty. I mean, I know they're trying to say they've got like high-end fashion shit on there now, but eBay dirty. I don't know.
No, that's where I get my brake pads from. Like, eBay Motors is the shit, man. Like, don't be fucking around with eBay. Like,
you want me to send you brake pads? I'll trade you brake pads for a comic. How about that? No, don't get your. What are we doing?
No, like dead ass. Like eBay has become a very reputable thing where like they've partnered with TCGplayer.com for like Magic cards and shit like that. Like eBay, you can get a lot of good shit off of eBay these days. Like you'll even hear like radio ads for eBay Motors because they partnered with like car manufacturers to put good shit on there. Like it's a sleeper. Right. People don't like people think of eBay as like that really scummy thing from back in the early 2000s, and like Shia LaBeouf had Ladies Man 247 in the Transformers movie. But like, it's the shit. It's the good shit.
All right, fine. I won't. All right. Stop yelling at me. God damn. I'll go on fucking eBay. Jesus Christ, I don't have no money. But joke's on y'all.
That cover was so expensive.
Oh, stop it. Stop shopping.
No, because I wanted it for my. I wanted to see how much it was, and like that shit was. I didn't know that shit was so expensive.
Wait, there are some comic book stores that work off eBay in addition to the.
Nick. Oh yeah. Hell, if you go on Whatnot is the new hot thing that everyone does now, where they do like whole live streams and then auction shit. You can get some bangers out of there.
I see. I don't know. All right, fine. I'll look. I'm not gonna buy nothing this month, but I'll look. I'll still look. Okay, trying to tie all this back together. The comic is very much a cry for, do y'all niggas see what we're trying to, we want to do more. We want to do more, but our bosses, we can only do but so much with the power that we are given. So it's either we take this opportunity and give y'all something, show up please, or y'all continue to get absolutely nothing, or worse, a black character written by a white person again. So what would you like them to do? I really it was this last, I'm sorry, let me put this on the screen, because this is the only thing that made me say, give me now.
Yeah, shout out to Edwin Gallman. That shot is just sexy. That's just beautiful.
I would be an auntie getting him the newest PlayStation 5 and all of the Xbox Game Passes. Okay, immediately. Here, what you want, baby? Just here, mommy. Auntie just got her tax return, baby. Here, just take this and go.
Can we straight up, like, Edwin Gallman is such a beautiful artist, because look at that fade on that boy. That fade is crispy. Like, it's beautiful.
Oh, and then the definition with the braids. Like, he puts gel in his braids in order to get that together. He knows the secrets, or some mousse, whichever.
This is what happens when you actually get black artists to come in and draw black shit. Like, it'd be gas when they actually get a chance to put that work in there.
It's like, oh God. I want Milestone to have their own fucking publisher. I really want them to have their own fucking publisher. Is that okay? Getting back into that. So we clearly know they fucking cooking in that motherfucker over there. We gotta cook them gas, all right? Lobster, shrimp.
They gentrified Wakanda. Oh no.
Oh God. Wait, what? Oh, what a gem. In Black. Oh no. Okay, no, we're not. Stop. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the past. Look at it. Go look at what you got. Look at what you could have. Well, look what you could have. Okay, look what you could have. All right, getting into this. I feel like we need to start looking at writers of color within these mainstream comics, but more so, and I will never stop advocating for this shit. Fuck them and go to indies.
See,
don't fuck them, but like, just tickle a little bit.
So like, I made a video about this, and like me and Tony Weaver Jr., shout out to him, like, dude making Nerds for Literacy is the GOAT. Me and him got into this on Threads the other day, where he couldn't comprehend why everybody was clamoring so much to support Milestone when we could be supporting black indie creators. And here's the thing. I and many black comic book fans have been supporting indie creators. I just funded I contributed to Summit Comics' brand new Kickstarter they just had to launch their universe. I helped fund Concrete Comics' new book Soul the Sovereign. Like, there's great folks out there like Ace Blade and Keisha Demon Eater. Like, that book is really good. There's a bunch of different people over on TikTok that are making books and doing great things. Scion is another great book that I know of. Like, there's so much great talent out there that is making great comics that were inspired by Milestone. But here's the thing. We can't even get niggas to come into a comic shop. How you gonna trust and believe that niggas are gonna find Kickstarter and support your book every time you want to launch the next issue? We can't even get motherfuckers to pull up for $5. How you gonna get them to support a giant Kickstarter to get your own shit off the ground? That's the issue at hand.
You know why? Because I've been doing this for the last couple of years, I see it happen more often than not. I see shout out to Midnight Comics. I need y'all to raise your fucking, like, your minimum. Okay, I love you. I'm yelling at you, but with loves. Like the $5,000 Kickstarters. Technically speaking, easy money as long as the story is there. You've driven up sales. You've done the advertising. Bet easy money. But I have seen the 50,000 multiple within the year $50,000 Kickstarters getting funded, and not just the white people. Not just the white people. There are people that are not necessarily within our tax bracket that also are still with the shit. They want to see characters that look like them too. They want to support that. So for me, it's showing people that this is a thing that actually happens. If it's 10 books, it's still 10 more books than we currently have on the shelves for Marvel and DC. If it's 5 books, that of people that look like us. It's still 5. I'm right, but it's of substance. It's not books that are, you know, I don't want to name any names because I don't want to hurt any feelings because everybody's growing. But there are absolutely, and I've said this before, there are books that are absolute. There are books that are bad. There are books that are bad, but there are also books that are bad that are mainstream. But you're still going out and buying those. Those are still getting created. Those are still getting, you know, put to series for like 10, 20 fucking issues. It's just that those are not as loud, which is still fucking weird because DC is not doing any doesn't do advertising for this shit.
Yeah,
it's
but
still
I'd also put it though is that like some people just want to see themselves standing up beside the bigger superheroes. Some people want to see a black superhero stand next to Superman or a black superhero stand next to Iron Man. It's the same damn thing. So like when you tell the average casual comic book fan or superhero fan that they have to go support a whole joint that almost has no chance to sit next to a Batman or Superman like ever, and tell them, oh, let's go play in our own sandbox. It's like, but I want to be in this sandbox with these characters and play with my action figures over here. So it's a mentality thing as well. Because, like, perfect example, Hancock came out how many years ago? And it was kind of, it was fun. It was cool. Like, Will Smith did his thing. But, like, look at how many people went to go see Hancock and how many people went to go see Black Panther. It's a bit of a difference of dichotomy, but it's also a pretty good glaring issue where it's like when you are part of a giant established universe where you get to be alongside and be able to say you're part of that giant tentpole franchise, it speaks volumes compared to other people. And it's like, now don't get me wrong, J. Joe has a good point in the chat where it's like some things like Sinners are gas. Yeah. Some things like, but like.
But that was a slow
creep.
Slow build.
And not only that, Ryan Coogler had to go make giant freaking bangers like Black Panther and things like that to actually get the money together to do his own thing. Yeah. So like it definitely be like that where like you have to be able to do those certain things and grind to those certain areas to get your own thing. But there is a certain mentality about like, yeah, I want to be able to say my character stands alongside Iron Man or Spider-Man or whoever. And like, so, and I don't think that's wrong to hear. You know what I mean?
I want to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, only because I think if we can change minds or trick, I hate to use the word trick some minds into realizing that they are investing in the beginning of something that's a DC or Marvel, that would go a long way. I could get into the whole black stance of it all. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. But there are people that are out here that are on the brink of fucking greatness. Do we know who they are? No, because again, advertising, money, being fucking shadow banned, depending on where you are on this internet. That does not help you, but that doesn't mean that people should not be. I want to steer people towards them.
Oh, for sure.
That's my whole fucking thing.
That's definitely what I agree. My goal for the rest of the year is to start encouraging more people to look at those different books. I'm like talking to Concrete Comics right now of trying to get more people like those books in their hands. But at the same time, it's like it can be kind of like demoralizing for some people where it feels as if like we're not good enough to stand alongside those characters. So like I understand the like both sides of the argument where it's like I love the idea of making my own shit and having it in the corner and like us making our like growing black equity in other places and doing the damn thing. But genuinely it's one of those things where those are monuments to success and people want to be monuments now, not be monuments in the trenches like right now. You know what I mean? They don't want to wait till later. It's like they want to see it now.
I know. It's that fucking popcorn goddamn mentality. All the goddamn ADHDs, that are out there, including myself. Shit. Are we in trouble? Can we have that conversation? Are we, as the kids would say, cooked? Because if we can't get behind, oh, goddamn, if we can't get the fire started on something, then how do we teach the big two that they need, like that they need us, that they need to change what they're doing? I'm constantly struggling with that right now, because I hear what you're saying and I see what you're saying. I see the fucking obstacle. But there has to be enough of us out here. The people that are selling out, you know what I mean? Selling out this comic right now, it's over 10,000 people. It's got to be. I don't know how many issues they put to print, but it's got to be at least 10,000.
Something like that.
Yeah. So there is clearly a set of people that are like, I'm committed to Milestone. Or B, I need more Black characters. Well, or C, people just want good fucking writing. It doesn't matter what color you are. Like,
and that's a very interesting dichotomy, because like I was talking to somebody on Twitter yesterday where someone was like, I didn't buy the Eve Ewing Black Panther run because I thought it was shit. And they said they watched Black Panther be shit for 2 runs. Both the John Ridley and the Eve Ewing run were bad to them, so they stopped supporting it. Here's the thing: we are not in a financial position to say that we can just not support shit. We are in a financial position when it comes to Marvel and DC where we need to say we will still buy it, but we will lobby critique online. Because in the eyes of DC and Marvel, if we don't buy it, that doesn't mean, oh, we just didn't like the writing, or we just didn't like the art, or something like that. It's, we just don't want black shit.
Yeah.
That's what they say in their heads. Is, oh, I guess you don't want this black shit. I guess we'll put it away until the next time we try. And it's like, that's the issue that we run into where people need to understand, where it's like, even if you hate this shit, talk online about it. Talk in forums. Like Dwayne McDuffie used to go through forums and have a great time with shit. Like writers are on Twitter these days having a great time, and on Threads and on Instagram. Like you can voice your opinions respectfully. Don't be a dick about it, but still support the content if you want to see more of the content. Because perfect example is last year, and like even recently, people were like, well, why didn't we get a Mr. Terrific comic book? Like he came out during, like he was so great in the Superman movie. Here's the thing. Mr. Terrific Year 1 was being published alongside the Superman movie. Y'all niggas just didn't buy it. And I was even told that if the miniseries would have done well, we probably would have seen a Mr. Terrific comic book later on in like this year. But we they actually did some advertising for that fucking book, and that's for me saying I don't ever see shit. I know that they put out some kind of advertising for it, and it was I love telling this story real quick. Let me grab this.
Go.
There was a do you know how incentive covers work?
Yeah, like if for every 10 of one particular issue, you get one.
Yeah, so there was a 1 in 25 Dennis Cowan cover for Mr. Terrific Year 1 #1. And I had pre-ordered it. My shop said, we're not ordering 25 copies of that book. Get out of your mind. And I was like, all right, that sucks. I went to I went to 6 different stores and 3 different cons trying to find this book. Couldn't find it anywhere. eBay was like, pay $40, pay $50, etc. I was getting annoyed. I interviewed Al Letson, the writer of the book, and he was like, I got you. He sent it to me, signed. I wouldn't have this shit if it weren't for the kindness of the writer, because genuinely, when people try to tell me they want shit, but then they don't, but then I don't see them show up, this is what I mean when I say I can only throw so much shade at DC's foot. Because will I always give DC shit for not promoting us? Hell yeah. There was a great example of the fact that DC wasn't supporting the Dakota Incident because Joseph Illidge paid for a whole fucking trailer to promote the book. DC didn't. And Joe, Stephanie, Nick, and Morgan put it on their socials. DC didn't. DC was more worried about pimping out Vertigo's relaunch. So I can definitely throw a lot of shade at DC's feet, but y'all motherfuckers don't want to show up to support shit. So I can only throw so much shade at their feet because y'all don't want to help me.
Okay. How about we start? How about for y'all that are watching this live and in the future? Hopefully there's a future. I want you all to go and follow these people, please. That way, at the very least, I know it's small. Let me see if I can make us smaller and that bigger. Will that work? That works. Okay. Get out your magnifying glasses. Go follow these people on Instagram, on Twitter. They will get you. These are Black creatives that when they have a book that comes out, you can go support them, because the first thing that they're going to do is say, oh, look at me. I've got a brand new book that I'm allowed to talk about now because it's been 6 months and it's coming out in 2 weeks. Go and sign up. Go and log in. Go whatever the fuck. Pardon me, I curse a lot. Go and follow them. Subscribe to whatever it is that they're on. Get notifications turned on, so that you can follow these people. And you know what you can do after you follow these particular people? They have friends. They have friends in the comic book world. You can go through their followed by or follower list and look for those people as well.
You definitely
Make friends, fuckers.
I'm dead. Like a perfect example about it is that, like, Stephanie Williams, God bless her soul, she's writing a book right now through Ignition Press called Roots of Madness, where it's an entire story about freaking like what if Madam C.J. Walker was an alchemist, and it's like, y'all could be out here supporting great Black stories from indie people that y'all ain't doing. The fuck is you doing?
We talked about this last week, children. Did we not? I said, if you think that these people don't have independent runs elsewhere, you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. Somebody has a book somewhere, sorry, scatterbrain. I was wondering if somebody has a ghostwriter for a particular thing, but I don't think that would be a thing because I don't know if they get paid very well. Anyway, you can absolutely find at least one independent story by all of these authors. I don't know about Joseph Illidge.
He just did a great book for the Spawn universe, Bloodletter. It's really good. Like you could where he created a brand new Black female character that was hunting down Spawn. Like. Yeah. So, like, you could go read some good shit right now if you just put a little bit of work in.
Oh, we are eating in the independent comic world. Please. Okay. Suffice to say, there are books out there that y'all can support. You can still feed these people. You can feed these people, whether they're doing mainstream or independent. That will help inform you going forward about what books are coming out and who to buy books from, whether it be DC, Marvel, or pick an indie. I want Stephanie to have a comic book company today.
It was funny last night. They were like, "Oh, we should just go make a Black Image," and I was like,
"Where do I send the check?" Is there a GoFundMe? Matter of fact, hey Stephanie, hey, GoFundMe is a thing. I don't know if you want to do that. It feels like a very large undertaking. Plus, you got other books that you need to finish. But I'm just saying, like, maybe you could do something like in the future. Like, think about it. Ooh, y'all are chatting. Hey, Keisha, hi, Miss Girl, how you doing, Bo Cakes? Folks are supporting her IP. Ignition Press and Stephanie have confirmed that issue 5 of Roots of Madness has sold more in pre-orders than the previous issues. 10%. It's up 10% more than her previous issues. Matter of fact, let me throw this out there. I don't know if how many of y'all actually follow me on Instagram, but that matters not. I hope you guys went out and picked up. Let me close this. Hide. Temporal.
Yes.
Number 5. I have not read this yet. I'm gonna read it tonight. I've been trying to wait. I'm gonna read this tonight so I can talk about it on the show tomorrow. But also, it is Stephanie Williams week. Month, to be quite honest. Oh, it's Black History Month too. So if you have not picked up Temporal or the Dakota Incident, please pick up Threads of Destiny. She did her thing in this. She really, I like emotional damage, but in a good way. With this book, it's this book lets me know. Sorry, this book lets me know how much she couldn't put in that Dakota Incident book.
Yeah.
Please go pick those up. Threads of Destiny was great, baby. It is. That's a good book. Go and pick it up. Go order it. Get it from your comic book store before it ends up in the back order bin. Okay. I'm gonna go through some of these comments. Hey yo, J Joe, you doing a lot, homie. I'm not trying to quell you. You're doing a lot, baby. Wait a minute. Don't be so mad. Let me see. We do put money into Kickstarters. It's just for the bigger indies or bigger personalities online. Yeah, like big don't mean better, boo. Ooh, shout out to Tasha from Midnight Comics for calling out motherfuckers.
Ooh.
Oh, you Negroes that be, what did she say? Y'all that be following bigger content creators, but not being performative. Just a little bit performative. I try to follow what it is and announcing all these things. Yeah. Quid pro quo. Hey, baby. I try to follow and keep up with the creatives I like because they're announcing things, all the things. Sometimes they're solo projects and others are anthologies and indies, mainstreams, and Kickstarters. The information is out there. This is just one clue into how you guys can stay abreast of these Black creatives out in the world. And thank you to JP, I'm gonna call you JP, for introducing me to this. I had no, like, if I didn't know you, I would not know that this existed. I have not heard of it at all. I will be mining you for resources going forward in the future, though.
I'm a bucket of knowledge. Like I love telling people about shit. Like there's a lot of people that still don't know to this day that like the comic industry was held up by a monopoly for 20 years. Like literally Diamond Distribution was the only distributor in the entire country that did comic books, and they had it to a point where like if a comic shop had tried to put say an indie book that wasn't through them on a shelf, they would blacklist you. So like they had that kind of power, and it was to the point that like WB and Disney were like trying to pay off lobbyists to shut up and not talk about the monopoly. That way the government didn't come calling. So like, trust me, like I know a lot of shit. Damn it.
Oh wait, where's the tea? Where's the tea? Let me get the bag. Wait, I knew about Diamond having the monopoly. I didn't know about all that extra shit. God damn. Dude.
Why do you think the government never came knocking for 20 years? It was because like they were getting paid off.
That is fair. You know why? I was feeding the patriarchy and capitalism. I was buying comics and shutting up and being happy about it. That's what we're talking about here today, folks. Stop shutting up and being happy about the slop that you're getting. You gotta look into it. You gotta be a little mad. You gotta be a little, give up the good things that you guys are getting out here.
Like I'll even like show you my screen if you want. Like this is the whole layout of League of Comic Geeks once you have a profile, because like you can pull your books, you can do the whole thing. It shows you what books are out this week that you can add to your pull list.
Oh, wait a minute. I've literally needed this my entire life.
Oh, you know, like there's great things where you can like be in like the community tab and forums and talk about books and review books. Like it's a whole like thing that you could do.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat so that y'all can bookmark this motherfucker.
And what's so cool is a lot of different comic shops will be like, hey, we want to partner with League of Comic Geeks, that way that we can help people with their pull list management. So like there's a lot of stores that use League of Comic Geeks to just like, all right, this person wanted these books, we'll pull these books and put it in their box for them. Like that's a whole thing. Like my books for this week was Temporal, 2 copies of the New History, and Black Panther Intergalactic. Like,
twin, look at you, look at us.
So it just be like that. Like you can even go weeks out to figure out what books you want to buy and have them in your pocket. Like that's a whole thing you could do.
Do you understand the struggle? Mm-hmm. Decades of struggle. Decades. month-ish of struggle.
I will say the further you go down, the more you start finding the smut books, so be careful. There'll be some horny motherfuckers on the internet, I'll tell you that.
I mean, you know, I read books that don't have pictures in them, so I don't think I'd be that offended, but, you know, go off.
Oh yeah, like you can even pull like they have like dirty variants of stuff. They just don't show everything. You can pull books, yeah. You can have your comic shop get that shit. They'll probably judge you a little bit when they put it in your box, but like they'll still pull it for you.
Okay, so I'm cool with the people at my comic book shop. I'd have to send this to a different shop. I don't want them looking at me funny like, oh bitch, you nasty. It's fine. I don't know what you do in your home. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. Occasionally, quid pro quo says, occasionally writers and other creatives will do an AMA. E-viewing just did one since X-Men United is coming up, and she just finished it.
They're about to do one with Chris Connon and Jacob Phillips here soon. They'll announce different community AMAs and whatnot.
Oh! What the fuck? Why don't I know about this?
And I'll even throw you another bone real quick because Key Collector is another great app that you can like great website and app you can use where you can track the worth of your books. This is a great tool that you can use where like you can find out how much books are like that you have are, or like you can like, and a cool thing too, despite you talking shit about it, you can go straight link shit to eBay where like if you want to go find like a listing for a book, you can go straight to eBay off this bitch.
Listen, look, eBay, if you want to sponsor a bitch, I mean, I'll be more than happy to change my tune. I need the right experience and incentive, but I'll go with you. I'll check the shit out. I'm not talking shit. I ain't been there in decades. Who knows for how long? Oh God, no, I haven't been on eBay in a minute. Anyway, okay. I know you're busy.
Oh, what's up?
I know you have a.
I got 2.5 hours. What's up?
No, it's been 2 hours.
I got water. I'll be all right.
Okay, wait. All right, let me go put on a commercial. Hold on. I need to go get some fucking water myself. I'm dying here. I hope everybody is settled. Okay. Everybody, I think this is like a minute and a half. We're going to take a quick break. Here are some Black independent podcasts that you can check out in the future if you'd like to expand your repertoire into the Blerdosphere. And a 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Our Maximus drops the mic like Thor's hammer, boom, chasing M40, scheming plots in the writer's room. Lord Triage stitches through his threads of the loom. Pop culture dissected, every panel consumed. Comics, anime, films on rewind. Deep dives, we leave no frame behind.
Like the story of Dracula, or at least his origin story, as a tragedy.
We take you inside. Super breakdown, it's one wild ride. X-ray the pixels, every Easter egg's exposed. Marvel the DC where the fandom explodes. From Akira to Gotham, the saga unfolds. Where the narrators of myths.
Oh my God!
Shapeshifter. The Shapeshifter. Open the doors. It's a super breakdown. We're cracking the code.
Let's touch on Blackheart real quick. We just some shit and get.
From the pages to the screen, we take you inside. Super breakdown. It's one wild ride.
What? Yeah. What? Understand I got a lot on my mind.
With these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define now. This crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out.
Oh, hi.
Man, I need to get on that shit. That was dope as hell.
No, send me a clip, dude. I'll link it together.
Hey.
Oh, YouTube Pink Riders, forgot about y'all. Not really, I didn't forget, but I thought about y'all. Can you talk to the folks about your podcast?
Sure. I'm gonna say I have a show called Comics Unmasked. It's a weekly show at we post it Tuesdays, whenever, just rarely on Tuesdays. I'll post it like midnight, and it goes out on Tuesdays to folks. It's my attempt to bring comic book podcast back to the journalism side, where it is not only a weekly commentary talking about like comic books, whether it be the news, reviews, etc., but also like deep dive interviews where we actually want to make sure folks actually know more about the industry. Like the interview that I did with Joseph Illidge before this book came out was me being really frank, like, hey, I'm gonna ask you tough questions. This isn't just gonna be a press junket. Like, I'm gonna ask you these tough questions because people need answers. And he was like, sure, let's do it. And it became my highest grossing episode in terms of like viewer count, because genuinely I have grown tired of people believing these fake lies from like comics gators and things of that nature, thinking they know about the industry. I'm like, no, I'm gonna teach you about the industry and make sure it's a black and brown hosted show, because I'm tired of seeing the same white faces trying to educate people about shit. And granted, will I still interview like white creators? Of course, because the industry has white creators, of course. But it is still going to come from black, like a journalist and black like creators, because we need to make sure that we are the ones educating our people.
Please, yes, more of that by any means. I want to ask you like behind the scenes questions so bad, but I'm not gonna. I can't. No.
I will be candid about things. Like as far as I can say things, I always try to tell people that like, will I have to probably not say names? Sure, but will I be honest about certain things? For sure.
Oh, okay, good. So you can sort of kind of get the tea a little bit from his side of things. I'm gonna just tell people to buy indie comics and continue shit on DC and Marvel, but that's okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I probably am, but it's all in an effort to. Honestly, I kind of come from it at the same angle. Like I have independent like creatives come on here. I want them to talk about their journey. I want them to say, okay, well, we did this. I had to sell these is not a true thing. I had to sell my dog in order to get my first comic book made, or we went through 6, 7, 8 artists before we could get the right book out. We tried 6 or 7 Kickstarter. Like I want people to know this shit's not easy. It's not for the light of heart at all. Especially if you go from being just somebody that's trying to get your own book self-published to making it to the big leagues like this. It is a stark difference. The risks are a little, I don't know, would you say that the risks are about the same? Because if your book doesn't sell, if you have a premise for a mainstream character and your book doesn't sell, you back out on the curb. You know what I mean? Like you have to go.
I would say that there is some cushion to be believed of if a book doesn't do well at DC or Marvel, versus with like the minute you cross into like Image and backwards, it becomes because with Image you're kind of getting like a you're on your own light experience where they will help you publish, they will help you get things out the door, but you're in charge of funding certain things, you're in charge of promoting certain things. Like they will help you as far as they can, but a lot of it is going to be on you. You are not going to have it easy, but we will still help you put stuff out, and you still own your IP, but it's definitely going to still be a lot of on your own, versus with say a Kickstarter where that is wholly on you. That is wholly on you to handle that, by the distributors, by the inkers, the pencilers, etc. Versus like with Image, they might find you, like if you have a great idea for a book, they might find you that creative team and help you form that idea. Like they had a great thing a number of years ago called I think it was Pilot Week or Pilot Season, where like they had a bunch of folks pitch them books, and every one of them got one shots, and they were trying to figure out whichever one was the best success got made into like an ongoing book. One of the ones that didn't actually like blow up that big was Beauty, and while it didn't blow up as big, it was enough to get it published for that one shot. But now it's a FX TV show, and now and the follow-ups now with Ignition Press.
Yep, and fire, bro. Brief intermission. Ignition fucking Press.
Oh yeah,
is on a fucking tear.
They're kicking butt. My only gripe is that like they're not on digital yet, but they're working with Sweet Shop. Sweet Shop's in beta right now, and they're like about to launch, and it's gonna be like the new version of Comixology, I think, because like the founders of Comixology launched Eon Ichiban, and Eon Ichiban is great, but not everyone really knows about Eon Ichiban, and also like their app is still in beta as well, but like you can go read stuff on their website, so it's a little finicky like that, but I think in terms of integration and the future of the medium, definitely Sweet Shop has a lot of potential because a lot of comic creators believe in it. And Ignition was like one of the first ones in line to be like, hey, we'll give you our books. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that develops.
Did they beta test it at San Diego?
I believe so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I interviewed the creator of it recently, and it was a really awesome experience.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you like put your link or something, or send me a link so I can actually post it in your I guess I should have done this. This was not thought through, and I apologize. No. For your website. Wait, you have a website. Am I bugging?
I mean, I have like comicsunmasked.com just routes to the Spotify like for creators page, but
okay.
but the jpenumbra.com just like links to my Beacons page.
Okay. I'll send it to me. I'll put that on thing. Do you feel like this? I want to say spike. It's not really a spike to me, but the spike in indie, in the indie market is indicative of where we might be headed. Do you think people are in some ways getting tired of?
I can tell you flat out that like indie is coming for Marvel and DC's lunch, because like one thing that like even League of Comic Geeks, the website I just gave you, they do a top reviewed books of the year thing at the end of every year, and 2025's top reviewed books were 7 image books. It was 6 image books, a Daredevil Christmas special book, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Nothing else from DC or Marvel. All of it was all image books. It was Power Fantasy, Assorted Crisis Events, a couple other books. And the thing that I'm finding with interviewing people and talking to different fans is that people are burnt the fuck out on this ongoing continuity nonsense. People are burnt out on the idea that they're like, where do we start?
Yeah.
We don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Versus like if you go pick up a manga, for instance, mangas are more cost effective. They have a logical starting point.
Yeah.
And versus with Batman, unless you want to start from Batman #1 by Matt Fraction from last year, that doesn't actually give you really an origin. It's just a jumping on point per se. Like if you want a origin for Batman, you either can go back to the 60s, or you can pick up Batman Year One by Frank Miller or Batman Long Halloween, which are technically origin stories, but it's not the beginning of Batman. Or like if you want the beginning of Spider-Man, you have to go to like Amazing Fantasy 15 versus with like say Power Fantasy or Absolute Batman. Logical starting point.
Like honestly, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
It's a logical starting point. There's not all this continuity bogging it down. And in some cases, with the certain indie comic books, there's a finality to it.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't feel like you have to absorb like 50 different lore videos on YouTube just to understand what the fuck's going on. You don't need someone like Rob explaining the damn book to you just so you understand what the fuck's going on. Like you can jump on and you can have fun. And that's what the issue that DC and Marvel are having to contend with, is that people don't know where the fuck to start because especially in Marvel's case, Marvel keeps doing this dumb thing ever since 2016 where they'll have a book hit like a relaunch with a number 1. They'll let it run for like 6 to 10 issues. And then they'll relaunch it because they figured out that the number 1 has the most sales because it's jumping on point. But then sales will slowly teeter out, and teeter out, and teeter out. Okay, cool. Time for another number 1. We need those sales jumps. Then it teeter out and teeter out and teeter out. No, number 1, and it's so exhausting because people don't know where to start these damn runs from.
Yeah, or which ones are worth it.
Yeah. A perfect example is man, I want to give Merwewa Ionele the biggest hug right now because they are doing that man so dirty. Because
okay, can we talk about it? Because that's the first I wanted to say something right now, and I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
you had Storm last year. You had them cancel that. It had Storm, Rogue Storm.
Wait, pause. Did they
It ended, quote unquote. And then they had Rogue Storm because the X-Men do this dumb thing every 5-6 years where they'll be like, oh, it's time for Age of Apocalypse or Age of Revelation, or we throw all the X-Men into a different universe for 6 months while we re-wrangle new creative teams for new relaunches, and then we'll come back and we'll come back to the main continuity. So Merwewa got caught up in that where he was doing a banger run with his Storm book, and then they went, all right, cool, we're gonna throw everybody into a different continuity for a little bit. He's like, huh? And they had him write Rogue Storm, which is a 5-issue miniseries that ties into the Age of Revelation, which won't matter in 6 months. Okay,
I'm so sorry, Maria.
You're fine.
I've been talking cash shit for the last 2 months because your story's been pissing me off. It's been pissing me off, and now that I have a slightly better understanding, I could never possibly understand the full fuckery shit that goes on in the fucking rooms. But I'm sorry. I understand, and what you're doing, I'm still loving. I got. Where's Mama? Mama's over there in the corner right now, but I'm picking them up because I want her to win. I refuse to let her die on a fucking vine. So I'm gonna keep picking that motherfucker up. But the fucking story.
And here's the crazy part. He went on Twitter and was so excited because he when they announced Storm Earth's Mightiest Mutant, they were he said it's an ongoing, guys. It's an ongoing. Get excited. It's an ongoing. And I was like, are you sure about that? And I looked at the solicitations, and that shit says 1 of 5. Checked the next month that it said 2 of 5. So I reached out to Merwewa on Twitter and was like, hey, so this says 1 of 5. Are you lying to us, or are you getting fed a line? And he said, I can't get a straight answer out of Marvel. So I can show you the screenshots. He straight up says, I cannot get a straight answer out of Marvel. So we are living in an era right now since Miles Morales got canceled. It ended at 42 because they keep doing that stupid stunt because his Spider was number 42 in the Ultimate Universe and his lottery number was 42. They keep ending his runs at 42. Since Miles Morales ended at 42 back in January, we are now counting Marvel's day counter now. And we're at 30 something of not having an ongoing for a black character because they have Black Panther Intergalactic as a miniseries, and they have Storm Earth's Mightiest Mutant that doesn't know what the fuck it is because no one will give us a straight answer. And it's just well, racism.
Because I know, because her books are, you know what? I live in a bubble. New York City is very vast. It's very wide. It is a snapshot of what the world is, but it is only a snapshot. However, her books are flying off the fucking shelves. No, You know why? Because they did that fucking Storm Rogue shit instead of just fucking playing the goddamn book all the fucking way through straight out and just putting her in a little fucking pocket dimension.
Well, it's not only that, it's the fact that people don't understand the sales system. People are genuinely of the belief that if they walk into a comic shop, like if you're just Joe Schmo in Manhattan who walks into Midtown, if you grab a book off the shelf, you're of the belief that it's counting as a sale. And theoretically it is. It counted as a sale through the store buying it from Looter, but your sale, your money does not matter. You're paying the store. You're not paying Looter or Marvel or DC. You're paying the store. You're basically paying the crack dealer because he already paid for your hit. That's the best way I can put it. Where you're paying a middleman. You're not paying Marvel for the sales. The sales were already paid for. So that's the issue at hand that people need to understand is that unless you are pre-ordering the book and the comic store goes, okay, cool. So this person wanted an issue of Storm Earth's Mighty's Mutant. So I'll add an extra Storm Earth's Mighty's Mutant to my pile because this person wanted this book. That's where your sale can count. Because if you don't actually do that, if you are just buying shit off the shelf, or like you're essentially not paying nobody but the store. Because someone even asked in my comment section a few weeks ago, they were like, wait, so does that mean back issues count as sales too? Because no one ever came and bought them? I was like, yeah. Because like all they do is take them off the shelf, put them in the back issue bin, and they already paid Marvel and DC for those. So that counted as a sale.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's fine.
No. I mean, that's the alarm for people to pay attention. And pre-orders. Do pre-orders. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so what do we? Holy shit, that is loud as a motherfucker. Goddamn. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. While all of New York City's fucking police goddamn department goes down 2nd Avenue, in a mad dash. Nothing's on fire at all. Give me 1 second.
She's got a party going on with that motherfucker.
Good God. A little bit better, I'm hoping. All right, so we have two things. Yeah, Mom Donnie Stan is fine. They're fine. We're fine here. I'm sure some little old lady tripped on the sidewalk and now they're escorting Mr. Mamdani down to help pick her up.
They're on help.
Yes, I can't. So we have two things that we need to do. Support your Black creatives, mainstream, indies, yay! But also them pre-orders, treat them like Kickstarters. Start putting money into them before the store even knows. Which is why I'm gonna show it one more time. Why we're gonna start using League of Comic Geeks, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start using that so we can tell our comic book store what we want.
Well, and like I'll even like throw a bone in your neck of the woods. Midtown has a pre-order button on their website.
It's weird.
Like,
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not user friendly.
I will say this though. There is a misconception in the comic book community when you pre-order. It's not like going into a GameStop and pre-ordering like a game and you gotta throw like half the cash down right then or the full amount. No, you only pay when you show up to pick up your book. Like that's the issue is people keep thinking, oh, I'm broke right now. I can't go pre-order. Brother, you can call your shop right now and be like, hey, I want to add this to my pull list. And then go pick it up. That shit's out.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think Midtown Comics is on that type of time. I think they want their money up front. I
don't know how they could possibly do that because like if that was the case, like the website sure, but like if that was the case, you'd have to pay for every single book in a Batman run, not knowing when that shit's gonna come out.
I'm gonna let you know right now that my cart with my pre-orders. Oh wait, weekly. Wait, I want to pick it up. That's the other fucking thing. They won't let me pick the shit up in the
their website, like they're the one exception to the rule. Like Midtown's a little weird how their website works. But like if you walk into like perfect example, Haven of Heroes is a shop in New York. I don't know where in New York, I forget. But like they're a store where like you can straight up just walk in, say I want to pick up this book when it comes out. All right, cool. Come back when it comes out, and then you'll pay for it then and walk out the door.
Yeah, I think Midtown is the only ones that do the shit that they do. they do. I don't think Forbidden Planet doesn't do it that way. Nah, I think they literally are the only ones that actually do it that way. Because they're a corporation now and not a. I'm sorry, I'm not talking shit. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
No, you're good. No, like I'm agreeing with you. I'm like,
oh no, not you. I'm talking about Midtown Comics. Don't cut me off. I need my crack. I need my crack, please. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. But no, on some real shit, y'all, you're not. You need to. You gotta tighten up on that. But. Yeah, any other comic shop that I've been to, it's usually, is this book coming out? When is it? Can you put it off to the side for me when it comes out? And I like that way. That way is so much better. There's a lot of trust involved in that. But I do see how they get hoed because people don't be picking their shit up.
Oh, yeah.
for months.
There's been, like, videos put out of, like, shops or, like the pictures put out of shops who, like, have like a whole stacks of books of people who just never showed up for their shit. Yeah. And they end up saying like that's the reason why we went out of business because y'all never showed up.
Who is that? They had a shop by my house, but it's now out in Long Island, and I can't remember their name off the top of my head right now. God damn it, it's gonna bother the shit out of me. But that's basic to me, from what I was seeing, that's pretty much the reason why they went out of business. But also their employees wouldn't fucking call me and tell me that my shit was there, so I would be in the shop picking out other shit that I probably had behind the counter. But nobody told me that my shit was there. So yeah. Stop doing that. Maybe get some kind of an app for your store for that. That would be cool. Yeah. I want to talk Star Wars stuff with you, but that'll be like another 5.5 hours, and I don't want to do that to you.
I can come back, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna have you back. Ooh. Hey, do you want to come back on like May? Okay, I have a guest set up for May the 3rd already. However,
we could like what day was
that's Sunday. We could do May the 2nd and play around with May the 4th.
Yeah, that's true. And like we could do like a night show on the Monday if you want. That's fine.
May the 5th, Return of the 5th. Okay, cool. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 2.5 hours. I appreciate everybody that has been chilling here with us. Please, by all means, go and check out Mr. Penumbra. JP over at Comics Unmasked over on the Use of Tubes. Make sure you give him a follow, and just pick a video and like it. Just do it so that it helps the algorithm and gives him numbers, please.
I appreciate it.
Have it run in the background like y'all be doing me. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all to death. Give him a little change for something strange. Let's see. We also have people that I would like to promote as well. First of all, me. I need money. BuyMeACoffee.com/RFOB. That is where you can donate directly to me so I can buy more of the indie comics that you want, so that I can tell you about them. Yeah. I will shame my audience.
You're like, I need money. I'm like, all right.
Comics, I'm not going to hold you, but that way when I do it, you don't have to find the badish ones, I guess, that you may or may not like, and we can get this ball rolling on this independent takeover. I also want to remind you guys that Midnight Comics loves me, and I love them, and so because of that, you can go to midnightcomics.org, use code RFOB for 20% off at checkout for all and any of their titles. Okay, they are helping me to help you. Next up.
Damn, Tashi, can I get that shit? Like, help me out. Like,
they're pretty good about stuff like that. They cool. Next up is monarchscomic.com. Use code BLERD for 30% off. That is Blerd with a exclamation point. Wow, I'm having a stroke. Good God. You get 30% off the books on his site. Make sure you check out My Daughter is a Monster Hunter. It's always it is cute. Also, I think he's got the webtoon up as well. I have to double check on that. On to the podcast. As you saw during the commercial break, please check out the other show that I am a co-host of, that is Blerd's Eye View, which airs live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, not this week because the crew is going to BlerdCon. Yes, that is correct. They are leaving me behind in order to venture out into the IRL and have a good time at the 3-day, 24-hour Black Nerd Convention with 26
Do I
food
need to help
trucks.
you take over Blerd's Eye View that day and let's do a show? Is that what I hear?
I mean,
if you convince, I'm like 45 minutes from Chris, so I can go bully him if I need to.
Oh, you should. Oh, you should. Just go in his house and just run his shit. That would be fun.
It was so funny too, because like we didn't realize we were that close to each other, and I told him I was gonna be up in that area, for, like a comic shop. He was like, "Damn, I can't get off of work." I'm like, hey,
you guys need to do an IRL. Like, oh my god, you should do. Y'all need to talk. Y'all need to talk like in real life and do like a whole sit down or something.
Hey, I'll come to pick Riot whenever y'all want me to. I've been told y'all that. I'll come over whenever y'all want to.
Where y'all be? Come on, bring them. Yep, see, look. Oh, I'm gonna come up to see Wade.
I mean, like we're already plotting a like giant hostile campaign. The hashtag DC so white room.
Yes. Oh my god. It's gonna be fun. Take over the world. But Keisha, I'm not that far from where you live. I could take a bus, a train and a bus. Probably a train and a bus. You might have to pick me up from the station though, because I don't know where you live for real though. Also, the Black Spartan of it all. Okay, Mr. Chat. Ugh, God, I hate it when it does this. All right, go away, you. And now come here, you. There you go. Black Spartan. He has 2 podcasts. The first one is How the Frack We Got Here. That is a political podcast. He tells you about the goings on in the political world, like how we did things in another country because we could today. He does his show on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He looks up the bad stuff so that you don't have to. He also has a better podcast, a friendlier, happier podcast called the Get Bit Podcast, also known as the GB Podcast, that airs Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And last but not least, y'all like mystery boxes. I like mystery boxes. Otaku Noir. They will give you free shipping if you use the code RFOB at checkout. They are also at BlerdCon this year. I think they're going to be actually doing an ad for the live stream for Blerd Station as well. Make sure you check them out. If you are at BlerdCon this year, please let them know I said hi and I miss them, and I'll be buying a box from them post haste as well. I think that is it for the show. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh! Please, ladies and gentlemen, again, make sure you check out Comics Unmasked podcast on YouTube. JP, I love you.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, man. All right, y'all. Y'all know where to find me tomorrow. Don't act like you don't know. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about comics. I'm going to have another guest on. His name is Ian the Fifth Letter Jackson. He's an artist. He's also a Blerd, and he likes anime. So guess what we're going to be talking about? Anime.
Right.
It's going to mostly be JJK though, because there's been reading all them subtitles is hard. So I need somebody to help, and he needs somebody to help. So we're all going to get together and talk about the latest season of JJK together. I hope you guys will join us. I love you all. Thank you, Jay, again for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I will. Oh, and I'll see you May the 5th. All right, y'all.
Maybe Thursday.
Oh, maybe Thursday. Oh, wait, what's Thursday? Wait. No, I can't.
Like Blerd's Eye View, we won't have anybody but you. So I could come through if you need me to.
Chris, give me the code. Give me the keys. Give me the keys to the ship. I'll bring it back in one piece. I promise. I'm not gonna go too far. I'm just gonna go fast. Yay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye. Whoop. Oh, and bye. Okay.